We're live. We're live once again with Emily's hand in her head
I'm
at the very beginning
sorry.
of the session. Hey, don't apologize to me. That's what do you think's going up on the next thumbnail for the YouTube?
Everybody laughing at me, looking like I'm
Yeah.
dying.
We're in a
I
mood
just need to
tonight,
get my
guys.
timing better.
Yeah,
We're giggly.
yeah, it's gonna be a good one or a terrible one. One of those two is gonna happen. We'll start with Rebecca on the intros, and then we'll dive in.
Me! Hi, I'm Rebecca. I play Owen, and I delight in making Emily facepalm as soon as we go live.
Yep.
It's fair. On to Emily. Speaking of Emily.
Hi, I'm Emily. I play Beatrice, and will I die of exposure, or undead people coming to kill me? Who knows? There's so many options.
Last but not least, we have Nicole.
Hi, I'm Nicole. I'm usually Sir Elian the Lost, but I believe Elian is still quite lost. So today I'm playing Nye, the teenager who has no fucking clue what's happening.
Yeah. We
I
do
don't
need.
remember if we're cool for cursing, but I curse a lot.
We do need a reference to Bill at some point in Nye's background somewhere.
Yes.
Yes.
It's just like
Yes.
we have a Sir Justin in our Ninteliad game, and we call him Sir Justin de Timberlake. So
I love it.
yeah, we had to. The players decided it was done.
My Wi-Fi's name is Bill Y the Science Spy.
There you go. I remember someone asked me one time, like, why is your Wi-Fi named Smeagol? I'm like, why are you asking dumb questions? Like,
Of course he's named Smeagol.
Yeah. Anyways,
We'll probably have like a dog or something named Bill.
Mm-hmm. We are here to play some Pendragon tonight, is the rumor. So let's maybe pick up where we left off with a little bit of a cliffhanger and figure out what exactly has happened.
Thanks, Bob. I loved that cliffhanger. That was great.
Yeah, you had to wait the whole time for it.
I did. I had to wait a whole week.
Okay, let's start with Nye returning back to Athena's place. So you had just seen off
Nineveh,
and you were heading back to presumably you're heading back to go gather with the others again.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. We'll zoom in on Hefina and who do we got left? Hefina, Olwyn, and Nimue?
Hefina, Olwen, Nimue, Cadwigan, Padarn.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, thanks for the sub, friend. Sambruja.
Hey.
Okay, let me do that again, just so I can get these folks on screen so people know who the hell we're talking about. We got Hefina. We got Nimue. We have Nye, who is right here, but let's see, maybe I have him. Nope, don't have him linked yet. Oops. And we have Olwyn, right?
Owen.
And the two knights.
And then the two knights being Cadwigan and somewhere is Padarn. I can't remember what screen we had Padarn in on last. Vivian's Manor, probably. Last place
I think we're at the docks.
The docks at the we're at the lake. That's where the last
where we resurfaced.
Right. Okay, I had his picture there too. That makes it way easier. Okay. Well, there we go then. That was simple. Okay. Well, let's just say what kind of attention. I'll get suspicious rolls from 9 Olwen. If you have anything towards Beatrice, you can add it.
I
Of
was gonna
course
say
not.
I
I love
yelled,
Beatrice.
and Olwen had heard it. I thought.
You
Mhm.
succeeded.
I think you called, but we had identified it as weaker than normal.
We had, but Rebecca rolled for it
Let me just check.
and
Ooh, you
succeeded.
did.
Yeah.
Okay. We will back up a little bit then.
Okay.
Swear someone heard me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Owen
I
did.
heard you. Do I need to roll that suspicious or not?
No.
Okay, cool.
You hear. Yes, please do. Please roll suspicious.
All right.
Tell me if you can hear me. What's going on in the background? I'll turn my mute. I'll mute myself. Okay.
Nah, I'll let you know. I'll let you know you're good.
Okay.
Not suspicious.
You hear Beatrice calling to you, like, like, Olwen. Like, it doesn't sound, from the muffled voice and such, it doesn't sound urgent.
Well, I suppose I should go take a look if he's calling for me. I don't need to make it too hasty.
Athena's like, oh, good, but just one thing, dear. I want you to take these back to Lilo, if you don't mind. She's got like a little parcel of, we'll say, various goods of the apothecary nature that are probably easier found in Axbridge than in Barrowcrest.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Of course. Yeah. Happy to. So she'll take the parcel and wander off in Beatrice's direction.
Cadrigan will come with, because that's what Cadrigan does.
Mhm.
Doesn't usually leave your side unless you tell him to. I don't think Padarn has any reason to.
Yeah, he's recovering still, right?
Yeah. And I'll see with Nimue. She's a bit out of her element right now. Okay. She's like, Olwen, do you mind if I come with you?
Mhm. Happy to have you.
So she'll follow. Give me like a distaff. That's not the right thing. That's courtesy, I guess.
All right.
Hey, test courtesy and test distaff. We'll do both.
Sure. Courtesy is a success. And distaff is also a success.
You'll notice, like, very different than Nineveh, and you know how Beatrice grew up too. Like, Beatrice grew up the same way Nimue did, at least for the first couple of years of Nimue's life. But Nimue acts a lot more like Vivian, considering Vivian left so early on in Nimue's life. Nimue seems to be like a natural at courtly stuff for a lowborn girl with no exposure to it. Just make a note of that. Okay.
Nice little guy. So kind.
Cadrigan will look to Olwen. Nye, do you want to just say you? I think it's fine to have Nye, just so we don't have Nicole completely out of participation. Why don't we say Nye is like, kind of catches up with you all as you're leaving. Nye turns around and he's like, "Oh, look, it's a group going out. I better go see what they're up to." So
Ways to keep up with them. So
yep. Cadrigan's like, what did Beatrice say she was going to do again?
Oh, get rid of the crown. Which I think is silly. Should have just.
Do you know where?
I think she was going to throw it in the water. Seems a bit dramatic, but
Another awareness test.
Everyone?
boy.
Yeah, the group here. I'm not gonna roll for the NPCs. We'll just assume they're talking and walking.
Oop.
Ugh.
Missed by one.
Oh, I succeeded.
You know what? I will roll for them just to see if they can role play their responses. In case you ask them something. Okay. Then I don't think I need to roll. I'll roll for anyway. Yeah. So, when you swear you hear the sound, you hear like a thud and you hear like a clang. It sounds like metal, perhaps on metal. And you look over to be like, did anyone else hear that? And Cadogan looks right at you, and his eyes are like, eyes show alarm. I guess the same alarm you might have.
Yeah. Quickly, probably.
I assume Nye and Nimue are like, what are you talking about?
What's that?
I assume Nye and Nimue are like, what are they talking about?
Yeah,
Didn't notice
100%. Yeah, so I think you guys are like following behind. Like, yeah, I guess we're following. Okay. Remember we established it was like about a 3, 4, or 5 minute walk from the map.
Mm-hmm.
So you're making double haste as you go. Give me one more awareness test.
Oh, I succeeded.
I succeeded. Okay.
You hear a horse, sound of a horse, and you hear more clanging. When you arrive on the site, as a lot of you roll in, you see a rider about. Well, that's not the first thing you see, actually. You step on something, Olwen. You look down and you see a corpse that you're stepping on their hand right now. There's no blood. In fact, it looks like they've been dead for maybe 3 to 6 months. Like they look bloated. They look like they have all their skin and stuff. But they look long dead. Yeah, maybe forget I'm not good with the forensic stuff. You know what I mean? They still have their skin. They look bloated. They don't look like they died 2 minutes.
Waterlogged.
Yep.
Yeah.
Rigor mortis.
And she'll just kind of like step off of it, like take a little bit.
Cadogan like pulls out a knife just out of preparedness, and then I think you all see out of the trees, probably 100 yards away, maybe a little further, you see a knight with long hair and chainmail. He rides out, and you can see slumped over the front of him is the unconscious Beatrice. And he turns and he rides away.
Oh, what do we get any details of this rider besides the chainmail? Like,
Can we recognize him?
You can do a recognize roll, but because you've never met him, I'm gonna say a -2 here. Oh, so close.
Yeah, I gave Nye a 10 in recognize just because we never put anything in recognize.
Yeah,
Every
that's a
time,
hard no.
nothing.
Yeah.
Does Cadogan?
No, Cadogan will not recognize him, but he does sprint in full attempt to catch up, and no luck. To give you a little bit more like a little bit more of like what this person looked like at a distance.
Mhm.
He was like quite let me just make sure that's true.
Ready?
Sorry, I'm looking for a stat and I can't find it. There we go. Yeah, he's quite like tall and quite like broad-shouldered. Very much more like a. He looks more like a wildernessman than like a wilderland man
Mhm.
than someone of a court. Though there's a sense of regalness to him. He he rides like forward with complete confidence and just kind of looks at you all and then rides off. Like,
What? Wait! That's our friend! Wait! He just rides off.
he totally just rides off. Yeah.
Nye kind of glances toward Nimue and goes, is it a family thing to get kidnapped? No, not funny. Okay, what do we do?
Yeah, Nimue will glare at you for that one.
Yeah, he kind of figured he's just awkward. Doesn't know
Yeah.
what to do.
Like, oh, too soon? Bye-bye. Sorry. Ban that. Okay, so what do you all want to do left in this moment? Cadrigan's gonna run for like the next 30 minutes with, kind of hard to keep up with someone on horse through the forest.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Maybe let me test something. He might. Okay. Correction. Cadrigan's just gonna. You don't see Cadrigan again either. He runs off and then like he doesn't. He gets ahead of everybody eventually, and then you lose him too. So it's Olwyn and his Nye left, and Nimue. Nimue's like, she looks fearful, but also she's like not sure if this is the norm. Like, is she gonna be okay? Usually, knights aren't. She'll say it. She's like, knights aren't typically. Well, she'll be all right, right?
Oh, of course.
Nye also looks to Olwen like, is this normal?
Cadrigan will get her back, I'm sure of it. Don't know if he can outrun an horse, but I believe in him. Should we go after, or...
You realize in that moment, I think it's the first time, Olwen, you're standing with two like juveniles.
Yeah.
Right?
Uh-huh.
You are the voice of reason in the room right now. And at which I want you to make a reckless roll. With
I was gonna do reckless unsupervised. Yep.
Yeah, unsupervised. Yeah.
Oh no.
That is my favorite directed trait.
You are I forgot about the directed trait.
Mhm.
There's no one here. You're going to be
No one?
unsupervised for an extended period of time.
With teenagers.
Teenagers, which is the worst.
Oh,
I've-
okay.
I failed. Oh, that's good. That's good.
You realize, I think, in that moment, and we're gonna give you a. Let's go with. What is the opposite? Prudent?
Rudy?
Yeah. Let's give you a tick in that.
All right.
So I think what this is, you realize you have a lot on your plate. Like you think of everything at Barrowcrest, from the potential threat of Samhain to everything, and also you literally have no lead. You can, you got an injured Padarn, so he can't even really tend to this situation either.
No. We shall trust in the Caprican, and if he can't figure anything out. Oh God, but it's Beatrice.
Make a I think it's something that would play well with, like, I think with the intentions you're trying to aim for here, I'll give you an intrigue -3, or alternatively, you can make a hunting roll.
I think I'm gonna go for that intrigue -3, Mr. Bob.
For Nye, you could technically make a battle roll if you wanted.
He has nothing in battle.
Okay.
That's a success.
Like 0 or nothing? Like nothing
0.
is... Okay.
I didn't put anything in it. I figured since he's not a real knight, I just did not.
It's not a real squire even, really, technically, right?
No.
Yep.
It's not.
Okay, -2. It's so good. You kind of come around the area just to make sense of what you see, and you see multiple corpses. Whatever happened here, it looks like someone fought with these corpses and then stole Beatrice away. Like, it doesn't quite make sense, but like, if this is someone sent to kill Beatrice, why the corpses? And no offense to Beatrice, but this doesn't look like her doing. Like, looks like a sword.
She always
that took
talks
someone's
about
head
being
off.
able to do it, but never actually seen her raise a single thing.
Definitely not a weapon, right? Like that, like a dagger, right? Not a. What would? Yeah, you'd see like signs of probably a sword and a spear use. Like you see signs of someone that's been impaled at one point, and one guy's missing his head. So.
Well, it appears that clearly there was a fight here, and if they really wanted to arm Beatrice, they would have done it.
Okay.
But we should head back. There's nothing we can do.
You also know you have knights at at home, right? Like
Right. There's nothing we can do here now.
Yeah,
We have to regroup at Barrowcrest.
Okay. Is that the call?
That
is a call.
That's the call. Yeah. Trust Cadwigan to go as far as he can go. And if he can't do anything, we can't do anything. We're a bunch
of... Nineve's not going to be able to help us this time. She's not sure how long she's going to be asleep.
How well do you know Nineveh?
I know she said she's going to Avalon, but I don't see how she's going to make it there in time.
That's not the question I asked you, love.
I've known her since I was young. She still looks the same.
That's how well you know her.
I've known her a long time. That's pretty much the best I can say. Does anyone really know her?
No. That's exactly my point. I thought I did, a bit. Are you sure we can trust her?
Never steered me wrong.
All right. Well, I suppose if you believe in her, I will do so for as long as. Do you have anywhere to go without her?
She told me to go to Barrow Crest,
Well, good.
which I presume means she said she intended to come back.
She always does.
And she doesn't
like the
know.
flu.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's just late. I'll go
Like
to
herpes.
Glastonbury and look for her. I like glitter.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna change scenes briefly.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna kind of do this in 3 different legs, and then we'll bring y'all back together. But we're gonna start with energetic roll, Beatrice. See if-
Yeah. Grab. I didn't have my character sheet open. I was apparently stressed enough that just wasn't a thing that I opened. Failure.
Con roll, please.
Oh no. And I'm assuming I'm unconscious. I can't impassion myself. That seems.
Correct.
I'm not even aware that the horse god exists currently.
You didn't need it.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay.
Ridiculous constitution.
You weren't dreaming about the horse god.
I was dreaming of the horse god.
And we established that you passed out from fatigue, right? From the
I passed
cost.
out, yeah, because I made it almost to the house, and I had run quite far. I think if I remember right, like I did really well on energetic, and it got me to where I was, and then I passed out from either exhaustion or exposure,
Okay.
or both. You know,
Yep.
why can't it be both?
Okay. You find yourself in darkness. And then you hear the sound of a fire as your eyes flutter open. It's nighttime. You see the sky overhead.
Can I look around me?
You see a figure sitting by the fire.
I would still have what was on me, correct? Or do I not?
Yes, yes, you would.
I'm gonna hold my knife.
Okay.
I'm just going to grab that, and she's going to see if there's anything recognizable in the area.
Okay. You look around. It looks like you're in some sort of like opening, but around the opening, around the open land, it's forest any given way.
Well, original plan. She's just gonna grip the knife close to her chest and try to get out. Who are you?
Okay. So you call to the person, you ask, "Who are you?"
Mm-hmm.
And they stand up like rather quickly.
If they do, she raises the knife.
Okay.
She's not going at them, but it's protective.
Yep. You are rightfully paranoid right now. But as you raise a knife, they're like, "Oh, and you realize that it's not at all your captor, that this is similar to previous rests you've had. You see Morgan. Beatrice. Oh, good. You're okay.
I think so.
How is everything with the trip?
Not good currently. I was being chased by things from my mother, and then I passed out and I don't know where I am now. Or if I'm alive
What do you
now.
mean things? Like,
My mother can raise the dead.
interesting. Can you do that?
If I need to.
So you know how?
In theory, yes. I don't do it usually at all. I actively
Right.
try not to.
Okay.
I picked the same area of our abilities that my mother did, and I'm not very enthusiastic about that. And the cost, I would assume, is substantial. Can you tell if I'm okay?
Seem okay to me.
I'm hoping Owen heard me.
What do you mean heard you?
I was being chased and I think I passed out and I yelled for Owen. It wasn't very loud, so I'm unsure if I'm somewhere good or bad right now.
Well, you can't be dreaming if you're dead.
That's in theory, no. So that's good. It, stay in Barrowcrest, okay? I know
All
you're not
right.
happy I didn't let you come on this adventure, but it wasn't one that would have been good.
Do you need me to do something specific here?
I don't know.
Okay.
I wish I knew more, but I don't. And I don't like not knowing things. Because my mother and her friends are the last things that I saw before I passed out, or whatever happened to me. And if I generally don't see you again, you're good people,
You're.
for what it's worth. Learn from Lilo, she'll be good.
I don't like the way you're speaking.
I don't either. But I also don't know what's going on, so it's best to be prepared, I guess. So if we do part ways here, you'll be powerful.
Wait, do you know where were you last?
Hefina's. Or somewhere near it, the lake.
Out of character, she would know that, right? I assume because she's your acolyte.
She's my acolyte, and Hefina's part of my
Yeah.
little group.
Okay. I just want to make
So
sure
she
that
would have
you would
met
have.
Hefina, or at least have a general idea of where Hefina lives.
Just to make sure you agree with that logic before I have the NPC magically know stuff.
Oh yeah, magically know everything.
She's like, right, that's not far from here. Maybe.
No. Stay in Barrowcrest for
I
now.
will, but I'll talk to Doggett in the morning.
Tell him not to send anyone unless he's sure. And if it's going to endanger them or Olwen,
But
don't send them.
you were with Olwen, right? What if she is in danger?
If Olwen's in danger, then yes.
Right. Okay. Take care of yourself. We'll find you.
You too, Morgan.
Doesn't normally sound like that, but I think you spooked her.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. All right. With that, I guess we can do.
Spooked her by talking fatalistically and holding a knife to her.
Yeah.
No one would be creeped out by that. No one would worry.
You wake up. You feel like cold air that you weren't feeling prior, and when your eyes kind of open, you realize that you are exactly where you dreamed you were. You're by a fire in like a glade, surrounded by trees.
Same thing. Grab the knife. I don't know where I am.
You don't have your knife.
Oh, no. Okay.
You have
That's great.
You have the clothing you're wearing. You are unbound.
Cool.
And you hear snoring from the other side of the fire, but you can't see because you're looking into the fire. It's like you can't see past it.
I would like to very quietly get up, grab a stick that's on the fire that's accessible to me.
Okay.
So if need be, I will stab someone with a burning stick. Grab that very quietly, and then I'm going to tiptoe around to try and see the person. Is there a horse?
There is.
Okay. I'm gonna tiptoe around to try and get a glance of who the person is.
Okay. Give me a dex roll, please.
Let's go. Success.
Okay. So far, so good. You move a quarter the speed you normally would. Around the fire you go, slowly, slowly. You see what is clearly the rider. You know the kind of situation this sort of person would have, definitely a knight. You see the chainmail is off and not far from him. Sword is right beside his, sort of like he's sort of I wouldn't say like giant size, but he's very large for a man of Britain kind of thing. And give me a religion pagan roll.
Let's go. I used to have so much in that though. That used to be like one of my rolls. Like early on. And it's not now.
Okay.
I failed.
Well, we'll just say like it doesn't scream Christian to you. Just by like the look of his braids and his hair, his facial hair. It looks a bit like a more noble wildman, if you were to combine the two concepts.
What?
And he remains snoring away.
Do I see a spear or a dagger in his stuff?
You see a spear in his stuff. He sleeps with his hand like almost over his sword.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna pick up the spear because that's at least a better weapon.
Okay. A dex roll one more time.
Let's go. I love all of this. Man's like, why did I rescue this person? Still
I mean, if he did rescue you.
Okay. So you grab the spear, and as quick as you grab the spear and point it at him, he's rolled to his feet with his sword in his hand, and he's looking at you, almost like he doesn't know what just woke him up. But you see him like you ever see anyone when they wake up like lightning
Yeah.
fast, those kind of reflexes. So
Mhm.
he was quick to roll to his feet. He's got the sword in his hand. He's lacking his shield, his armor, and he's looking at you, and he's like, "Oh, milady, I'm not your captor." And he puts his hand, the sword down. Says, "I will do you no harm."
Who are you?
I'm a wandering knight. You were unconscious in a town just south of here, I think. I forget. There were
Yeah.
beasts, like men, but pale and monstrous.
Thank you for what I'm assuming you did.
I slew them for you, my lady.
I'm not a lady.
He, in the least courteous kind of way, he just goes, "Very well. Do you have a name? Do you have a name?"
I mean, I'm not a lady in the sense of I don't own a manor or have a title or anything. My name's Beatrice.
He looks confused at that.
My friends were, and my lady were at the town that I was at.
Oh. Now that you mention it, there were some others that were shouting at me. I didn't trust the situation. You must understand.
What's your name, sir?
Sir Wanderer is fine.
You don't have a name.
Not one I choose to speak often. Well then,
Just stop pointing the spear.
yeah.
Sorry. So you saved me, but you won't give me your name.
Well, it's just I'd rather not.
I don't have an. I mean, I could thank you, but I don't know how to thank you without a name.
I think that is fine. Perhaps then I should return you to your family, your husband.
I don't have
I
one.
apologize in advance for all this. This is gonna be a bad one.
It's good. I love it, and you know I do. This is great. I love the awkward.
Yeah.
I don't have. She's just gonna sit because at this rate, like this
Yeah.
conversation's happening. She's sitting. There's a fire. She's been freezing forever. I don't have one.
You're betrothed, then.
No,
Yeah.
no. There's been no such promise yet. So
Yeah. He's like, well, it is understandable. And then all of a sudden his head snaps to the side. He's like, did you hear that? In the woods.
I'm sorry. She's both trying reeling from the very sudden insult, and then like,
Yeah.
no. She's gonna listen and see if she can hear anything.
No, you can't.
No. I'm still reeling from the like, oh, that's understandable. Ouch. Okay. She's going to pick back up the spear, and I'm going to get like to the point that she can get on her feet quick if she needs to.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do a quick test through here. Okay. He's looking back and forth to the forest and you, and then he's like, well, I suppose we should get some rest then. It's dark. I can return you. I can return you in the morning to wherever you might need to go, my lady. But
I thank you. I want to ask why you're not surprised that I'm not married. But that feels like a push.
oh, did I say that?
You did. You did.
You,
Oh God.
well, I'm trying to remember whether pagans had any sign of being wed that would be very visible, like equivalent.
Yeah.
I know they do the tying
I think
hand
they do the
ceremony.
Yeah, but if they
tying,
do
but
like
yeah.
ring, or they do.
the ring. Yeah.
I don't know if they do the ring. I
Let's say they do, or an equivalent
Cool.
thereof. And he says,
okay. It seems.
he points and he says, I observe that you weren't wearing such a relationship upon you.
I thank you for saving me. I'm sure my lady will reward you once you bring me back.
Are you a handmaiden? You keep referring to a lady.
Yes.
Ah, very well. I'm not in need of anything, of course, from your lady.
Why not?
It's just not necessary. There are more important things. And besides, everything I need is here in the forest.
A simple life, then.
Of course. The simple life. Much easier than some stuffy court.
Oh, I would agree. Then I guess we'll get rest.
Oh God. I'm gonna make one more test here.
Oh
It's gonna be
no.
bad. He'll say something along the lines of like, it's a cold night. If you would care to join me, I would. Yeah.
No. She immediately walked to the other side
He's
of the
got
fire.
an 18 lustful. This is
Yeah, no. She takes
Yeah.
the spear with her.
Yeah.
Spear's coming too. Spear's mine now. Thanks.
He's like, right, very well. Sorry, my days
That
away
would
from
be
the
a
court
no.
have made me less courteous than I was prior.
Yeah, I say this in the nicest possible way. I can tell. So get some rest and lay down with the spear.
Yeah, and he's very like, for the rest of this,
She's
like
keeping the spear.
Yeah, he's 10 extra paces away now on the other side. All right. I will say this though, because I imagine you're gonna sleep really uneasy for the night. So
oh yeah,
just give me like roll of suspicion. Suspicious. Yeah. And then if you succeed at that, I'm not saying you.
Wow.
It doesn't matter. It was just like a big bonus. We'll still just
That's
assume that you're get a +3 to your awareness checks here. So I'm gonna get you to make your first awareness check. Just make one. We only need one.
Success.
Perfect. Throughout the night, the first time's alarming, and then the other times you're like, what the hell is he up to? You see him get up very similar to how he did with you. Like multiple times he rolls up off his feet and he moves towards the woods, like with a look on his eyes, like a look of obsession in his eyes. And he stops and he turns around and comes back to lay down, like same spot.
Can I see what he's going after? Anything?
You don't hear a thing. You hear little noises, but he seems to be taking them like either he's like the most paranoid person ever, or there's something more to that.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Most paranoid
I don't
person.
think she sleeps very well at all.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if she sleeps,
Yeah.
it is few and far between. There's a man randomly jumping up 10 feet from her. Like
Yeah. Okay.
Beatrice thinks someone is suspicious. Is uber suspicious, then they're usually pretty. I mean, they have high
Beatrice
suspicion.
thinks
trait.
everybody is suspicious. Her suspicion.
No, but like they have a high
ridiculous.
suspicion trait.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So, we'll make a note of that. You do notice he does have heraldry. So he's not a mercenary knight. Not entirely.
Yeah.
Not a poor knight.
I was gonna ask if I knew what it was, and
Make a
I'm
heraldry
pretty sure
roll.
my
very
my
unlikely.
heraldry is a whopping 0, so I'm gonna arguably say we're fine.
Yeah. It's
He's from
heraldry, all
somewhere.
right. Yep.
That is heraldry. Got it.
Yep. Okay. So we're gonna go to the next scene here. Give me a sec. Elian and Bowie.
Bowie.
You find yourselves. You're emerging from the wild blue yonder. Now you're emerging from the forest sauvage.
Does Bowie have like the wild man beard going on?
He's got like 7 pointy black hairs out of the top of his lip. I'm thinking he's still in child beard stages, given the look that Bowie has. You agree? Yeah.
Possibly, yeah.
That's 7 years of growth. Yeah. Because he's only like 23 too, on top of.
Yeah, he's pretty baby.
Yeah. But yeah, the real question is, I think for Bowie's, how did he deal with that? Let's test a spiritual. Yeah, you're having a little tough time with it. Give me a D6.
Oh, this because he's Christian?
Yep.
Okay.
And because of
2.
the way this. Okay, so it wasn't the worst trip. Like, you didn't have a terrible time, but some of the sights and things you saw was like kind of shocked you, and you don't quite know how to deal with it. You have a 2-point passion, Faye.
Oh goodness.
I'm contagious.
Should you want to contest any other passion, you have to beat a contested roll against that Fae passion to pull it off. Otherwise, you don't. So if you happen to roll 1 or a 2 on your Fae in contest to say your loyalty lord, your loyalty lord just doesn't happen because your mind is lost until such a time as Fae is lost. And that is why Fae is not the best passion in the world. So on top of that, the book also made it hyper age you. The book made it hyper age you, but I took that part out because I found it just a little too punishing. Like, I think there's some more fun you can have with it if it's not just crippling. So, it doesn't make everyone 100 years old in 2 days. You let's just show this briefly. I think I can show this easily enough.
He's got like a mullet now.
Yeah, it's his face hair more so, or it's his hair, not his face hair. I meant to say. And we will go to this map. No, go to this map. Seems good. Okay. You exit back into the world. To the world, the realm of mortals, we'll call it. And you kind of realize that some time has passed. It's certainly warmer than you recall it being in spring, so it must be closer to summertime. This will be Elian and
small miracles.
Yeah. So, do we know where we are?
You do. You emerge at the bottom of Forest Sauvage, where you're familiar. The only real concern is you've kind of got to figure out what you're going to do with Kieran Kester again. Every time you pass through this way, you've got the County of Clarence and whatever they're up to. Do you want to swing wide of it? Or pass through it?
Probably swing wide. We've had enough issues as of late. I'd rather not be held up.
Elian, you're the senior person here. You make this call.
Yeah, we don't know how chaotic it's gotten there since we've been away. Be best to give it a wide swing.
Wide swing?
Yeah.
Wide swing it is. Okay. So
I mean, not so wide that he gets lost again.
yeah, no, I get you. I'm not worried about that too much. You both can give me an awareness roll. And as much as I don't want to do this because of the likelihood that Elian will fail or fumble at this, I need a hunting roll as well.
I was still under 9, but it's from the right sheet.
Yeah, I gotcha. Hey, look.
I succeeded.
Oh, look at you.
It's short of a crit.
Okay. Yeah, so you're able to guide yourself back onto, you...
Oh.
Yeah, ooh, look at that. You get an automatic tick.
Oh, we passed both of them as well.
Yeah.
It's all that time out in Sauvage.
For hunting, because it's 5 or less.
Yeah.
So you go wide of Kieran Kester, and you actually choose to go through the hills because it's easier to avoid any trouble. When you get back out, you start your way down towards Bath, and while you're traveling, you see a lone rider sort of riding quickly in your direction. They look like it's not like they're necessarily, it's hard to tell whether they're coming at you per se, or if they're riding towards Bath as a destination as well, but from the west.
What kind of horse and rider are they?
Most certainly. It's definitely a knight like. So it could be a sergeant, could be a squire, could be a knight. Hard to say at this distance, but definitely not like, someone else. It's not a messenger. It's definitely someone with heraldry and such.
Okay, that was my next question. Is there heraldry?
Do you want to hail them?
I do. I have questions.
Give me a heraldry roll plus 15, Nicole. Rebecca, you can give me a heraldry roll flat.
Okay.
Plus 15?
Yep.
Oh,
So
fair
close.
failure.
I succeeded.
You know that.
My heraldry is 4, so I get to take it. Yay.
Oh, nice. You know that heraldry. You are very, very familiar with that heraldry.
Is it Nantelius?
It is, in fact, Nanteliad's heraldry.
Ugh.
Uff indeed. Uff indeed. Are you gonna let them just like a ride in kind of thing? What's the plan here?
And but we look stallion.
Elliot gets excited seeing the heraldry and is like, so when we ride in, it like ride to us? Or
Yeah, like ride towards you. Or are you gonna halt him? Like, what are you gonna do? He's starting in your direction. Or you can slow down and try and let him pass.
No, I want to stop him.
Okay. So you're gonna hail him, kind of like the formal like hail. Okay. All right. And here we go.
We
have a guest coming on?
We do. We do.
Oh,
indeed.
yeah, Mr. Oh, that's a weird camera. I wonder what that camera's doing here.
And we're set up. All right. We'll just when he can, we'll get him on camera here, and we'll be ready to roll.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Turn on camera. There you go.
Oh, you're
Hey.
so quiet.
Oh, hold on. Is that better? Do you want me to mess with my sound at all?
Still a little silent, a little quiet compared to normal. Though I believe that your character will be louder. So that's
yeah. Maybe this is about right, actually.
That's perfect. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So as you're riding in Gwydir, after spending time with spending time further west, you return to the land of summer in hope of trying to catch up with Ye Pilgrim and his squire. And
those idiots.
Yeah. And
they won't make it a day without me.
As you make your way first to Bristol, you found that Fane and the others had moved on. No sign of any of them. So you opt to take direction, and you learn that your next best bet is to head east to Bath on the main road, or the main, I guess it's not a road, the main path, and then Bath will take you right down to Glastonbury.
Cool. I don't have access to the details of my character sheet in the Roll20 I've just joined.
You do not, but you will.
Cool.
I cannot do that till I add you, and then if I added you, it would have given away the spoiler. So.
Gotcha. Yeah, no stress. Exciting. Hi, everybody.
Hello. This is our friend
Hi,
Trent.
Trent.
Hi.
Let me just got that. Names and shields is what I'm looking for. Oh, that's not the right one. This is the right one. There we go. Okay. So, anything in particular you want to do? So you ride up. I don't know how familiar you are with the characters that are on screen, but this is Elian, and and also Rebecca's here as Bowie, not as Olwen.
Yeah, I know a little bit just because I've been, watching the things. I didn't quite catch how Bowie got into the game, but I've seen a little bit of Bowie. So yeah.
That is
also
on that
probably
mini-series. Was I think the first time, right? No, actually,
Bowie shows up during the siege of Barrowcrest.
Yeah, that's right. It was the first time, and then from there, got a little more on time screen.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just trying to mess with one thing.
He's just a weird little guy.
Yes, I'm kind of familiar, but it's probably appropriate that I don't really know them terribly well on account of the fact that my character wouldn't probably.
Indeed, just letting you know who they're playing right now as you approach. And it's just the two of them. Definitely, one of them is definitely a knight, and the other, I don't know. Would you pick Bowie as a knight out of a lineup? I'm not sure I would.
Absolutely. Honey. If you didn't, I mean, why wouldn't you?
You are riding on my horse.
Look, that's neither.
Oh, were you too? Is it too?
Yeah,
We can get a second horse.
We haven't picked up another horse.
Yeah. So you see a knight and a squire. 100%.
How dare you? Bowie will remember this.
You there, knight? You haven't seen a man in his pajamas walking down this road, have you? I'm trying to catch him and his bloody idiot squire.
Man and his pajamas.
No, we haven't come across anyone as of yet.
Shit a brick! They're gonna get killed. Who are you?
Elian of Barrowcrest. And this would be Bowie.
Sir Bowie of Barrow. Yes. Hello.
Sir Bowie. You're a knight too.
Yes. Obviously.
He has
Well,
a
that's
tendency to. His horses tend to have a high mortality rate.
What are you killing your horses for?
I'm not killing them. They don't like me.
Well, half the job of a knight is riding a horse, so maybe you'd ought to fix that, eh?
I don't know that I like you.
Well,
Elian's enjoying
that's
this.
fine.
She's
I'll be out of your hair in a moment. Just point me to the man in the dress and I'll be on my way.
Haven't seen one of those in a while.
No, I've got the opposite of one, but
We
I don't
have
think
seen
that's
him. He's about
interesting.
yay high. Same size as me, but way too... And he's got too much meat on his bones, if you ask me. You slow him down too much.
Well.
Does he have a name?
He does have a bloody name, but he's pretending he doesn't. He's a knight. His name is Sir Cormac, and he's my stupid son of an ass cousin. But he's telling everyone he's a pilgrim today, and he's probably walking, and there'll be some jumped up child of a Roman beside him, pretending to be, well, trying to be a knight. He ain't yet, though. Don't let him fool you. So, Sir Cormac, anyway.
That certainly sounds interesting. Where did you say you were coming from again?
I don't know. I'm just going to Bath and then down to
You
Glastonbury.
don't know where you came from.
Well, I was in a forest. I don't know what the forest is anymore. Last time I came to a forest, I was on a boat, and then we ended up somehow in the middle of a pile of mud, despite the fact that there was no water around, and I marched through the mud, and I made friends with a giant, and now I'm here. All right? And maybe I did some stuff in between, but that's private.
Are you sure you're not the mad one?
No, I'm not sure at all. I don't even know if I'm me anymore. Tell me where the man in pajamas is.
Alien goes.
Boogie.
He's clearly from Escavalon. Bowie.
Of course I'm from Avalon. Why would a self-respecting knight be from anywhere else? There's one king and his name's Ninteliad.
Oh,
Yeah, Alien is very pleased with this and goes,
you know
I met
what?
that cat fella before, King Candy. King Candy seems all right too, but well, he ain't much of a man, is he?
he's an odd
Bowie slips off the horse and starts to like walk in whatever direction we were going. And be like, I don't know that I have time for this, but we can go this way.
What's that way?
There is
What's
a
that
church in Veracrest if you want to try there.
Where's the squire going? What's happening? Where?
How dare you?
Barrowcrest.
Alien goes, there's a church in Barrowcrest.
Is it near Bath at all?
Yes.
Well,
Near it.
It was Bob trying to give signals that kind of. I mean, everything is one small section of Britain.
Yeah.
Which is not terrible.
yeah, fuck it. Well, might as well, wherever we're going. Not going to hell anyway. Cormac's gonna know now if that god of his is anything real, he'll keep him alive, because he's doing his best to stop me from keeping him alive.
Well, he does work in mysterious ways, doesn't he?
I don't think he works at all, frankly, but it's for somebody else to figure out, not me.
Sure. Well then, shall we go, you and I, while we can?
Are you walking?
Unless you're following me and giving me a ride.
Sure.
All right then. And we'll get on with your.
Don't touch anything, all right? He's a good horse.
There's no such thing.
Don't listen to him, boy. Don't listen to him.
Perfect. So we're just gonna take a 2-minute break. I'm gonna go get a little more caffeine, and then we'll continue on here. I'll see you guys in a few minutes.
Try.
Guards! Knights! Squires! Prepare for battle!
Thought when he was asking about, like,
All
there's
right.
something with ghosts,
We
but the
are
guy
back.
chasing right after us isn't?
What? What?
What?
What?
Sorry.
What?
We are live. There was a question that came out as you were going live. What were you asking? Nicole?
Oh, no, I just thought it was funny when that guy was like, wait, you don't have a husband? Then who's that guy chasing us behind us? Because Cadigan was
Yeah.
behind somewhere.
Sprinting after him.
I
Right?
was like waiting for that to happen. and
Like
it didn't.
the man sprinting after us.
Yeah.
I really hope this isn't Savage, because if it is, I'm gonna cry.
Right? We just keep
I
sending
hate
everyone.
this
It's like a
forest now.
troll
So yeah,
Savage. Just-
Cadigan's now stuck in Savage. I'm also Savage. I'm gonna hate everything.
it's
that
the
we
go to
have.
jail card in like Monopoly. It's
Oh,
like, go back to
God.
jail. It's like, what? I was just got
I
Right.
out.
to
hate the
Savage.
forest now. I hate everything about the forest now.
Good job done. All right. I've done my part.
right.
People fear going back to the forest.
Yep.
That's great. Okay.
Terrified.
Job done. Okay, so we're gonna zoom back in. I think first with Beatrice, and then we'll go to Olin from there. We'll do this chronologically upon arrival. So Emily, the next day you wake up as Beatrice. You wake up with you probably heard him like wake up, and then you have his spear, right?
I have his spear. Yes.
Okay.
I'm hugging.
Okay. You kind of there's a point where you like drift off. You're like, and then you wake up and he's standing there like a foot away from you, like this, like almost like.
Aim the spear.
Excellent. You realize it's morning too. He's like,
Mm-hmm.
Can I have the spear for hunting?
I would. Even knife.
Oh yeah.
At the same time. Like,
Yeah.
Hostage exchange.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, nope, exact same time has to happen.
And then he goes off. It's the first time you've seen him in light. His eyes are very dark, like very black. It's like a very distinctive note about him. Um,
So does he leave the camp to go hunt?
he does. And you
I'm
hear
going.
like a sound of good 5 minutes into it. It's just a pretty quick amount of time. Like you hear the sound of an animal.
I'm going to make slightly larger circles outside the camp to try and explore, but in the safest way I possibly can.
Okay.
I'm like circling outward,
Just
bit
trying
by
to get
bit.
a sense
and then
of.
returning to the camp and then starting over.
Okay. Oh boy, give me a hunting roll.
No,
Um,
I hate the world.
Ooh.
It is Savage. Ooh, I'm gonna impassion. This is the dumbest thing I've ever impassioned before. All right, horse god, please. Thank you.
Hey. Tell me
Okay.
about this horse god.
Thank you, Rhiannon.
And listen, if you want to hear about horse god, I'll tell you all about horse god.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't I find hunting? There it is. This does not help me a lot, actually. Hey!
Hey,
It
kick
helps
it.
enough.
okay. The best you can factor, you're like not. I mean, because you've been here lots. You think you're not far from like the shore. Like you went west from Axbridge, kind of thing.
Oh. Do I find anything? Or just
Where are you looking
forest and
for?
shore?
Anything in
I
particular?
don't know. She's looking for anything. I don't know. Animals, people, where I am. Just
All right.
general knowledge of what's going on.
Give me a D20 roll. Don't fumble.
Don't
Yeah.
fumble. Thanks, Bob. You had to put it in the universe.
Yeah.
Do you remember what happened last time you put it in the
Yeah.
universe, Bob?
Sure
do you
do.
remember?
Yep.
Because I do.
Cursed.
4.
Yeah. Okay. No, you don't wander by any manors or anything. This is very just wilderness here.
Awesome. Love this.
But you know where you
All
are.
right. Yeah, I'll
Like
wander back to the camp.
in regards to where the
Yeah.
camp is. And you generally
Okay.
know you would know how to get back. Like if you wanted to completely like ditch this guy, you could totally pull that off if you wanted to. You think you could
I don't think
navigate
she
yourself.
will.
Okay. You could navigate yourself back. So
No, he did save me, but
okay.
He also tried to sleep with you.
Well,
Yes,
it
he
was
did.
consensual in a
also a
hey,
thing.
if you're free, do you
yeah, it
wanna
was
bang
like
bang?
yeah.
That wasn't bad. It was just Joey went out there.
Yeah.
She's like, would you be interested? No. Cool. So
Shoot my
yeah, then
shot.
I'll go back. I will wait for him to get back. I don't know. We'll
Okay.
start a pace.
You smell something as you're getting back. You can smell bacon smell kind of thing. It's definitely a pork of some kind. And you
Cops,
see
get
it.
out of here.
Wild boar. Yeah. Everyone run! The police.
Fried pig.
Oh God.
Roasted, technically. Roasted pig.
So
Yeah.
she'll just kind of sit down. Like she doesn't know what to do. She's awkward.
Yeah.
Not really sure what to do with this man.
What do you do as a handmaiden? You seem rather unorthodox. Is there
I
a
am
particular service that you provide for your lady? I think you said Olwyn.
Counsel and protection.
Are you I think it's clear that you're pagan. Do you
Are you not?
I am. Are you like Merlin or the druids? Do you hold power?
No.
I need a
Yeah.
deceitful test from
Let's
Emily on that one. Let's see what
Oh,
Beatrice can
I'm
do.
still in
Beatrice.
passion. Oh, I'm gonna need that in passion. Good God, why are we so honest?
Yeah, that's why I was
Because I'm
doing.
mean.
That's why
That's
I'm
why
calling
I'm
you on it.
honest. Success.
Oof.
Oh, that's not bad at all. How did you end up with 10? I thought you
10.
were honest.
I'm in passion.
Oh, okay. All right.
Am I not supposed to be in passion?
No, it's fine.
I was gonna say I
Seems-
could subtract it, in which case I would
You
have
rolled
failed.
it. You rolled it for the hunting scene, so I think that's fine.
Is that? Are you sure?
Yeah, it's how the rules work.
Okay.
It's the same scene. If it was a different scene, then I would call it.
Okay.
I'm fine with it. But you do tick a deceitful.
All right, let's go.
Anytime you use deceitful, unless you're famous at it. So. With that, how suspicious is this guy? If he's high suspicious, I will roll intrigue again in contest. Directed traits. There we go. Nah, he's not high suspicious, so he'll nod. Ah, okay. Well, that's a shame.
Were you looking for someone that could do those things?
I'm looking for someone with a sight. Yes. Well, I'm not
What
looking
for?
for someone, but if you were someone, then I was going to ask you for aid.
In what? I may know someone who can help you.
In far-seeing, I'd like to know if the rumors are true.
Of what?
My homeland.
What about your homeland?
I think it's in trouble, maybe. And he
Where
keeps
is
looking into the forest as he says that.
things have happened in the forest? Yes. Very distracted look on his face. Where's your homeland?
It doesn't matter, milady. Why don't I escort you back now? And he's like, the food's all there, and he's like completely forgotten about it. He's like, I should be on my way. Yeah.
Wherever it likely is in trouble. I know people trying to fix it, if it means anything.
He raises a brow at that.
If the forest is what you're afraid of.
I'm not afraid of the forest. The forest is my new home.
All right then. Let's go, I guess. She would instruct him to go back to around Hefina first.
Oh, you're going back
That's
to...
the last. That would be
Okay.
the last place that she knew of everyone being, so she's going to go back there and then back to Barrowcrest.
Okay. Are you going to track there yourself if everyone's gone?
I'll give him the option.
Okay. We'll say that you make your way, just moving forward with things. We'll probably skip some of the stuff we usually, spend a lot of time in those moments. But you ride with him to Axbridge, and you find out from Hefina that no one's there. And she seems worried for you, because I'm assuming people let her know.
Mm-hmm. And they all went back to Barrowcrest.
I mean, except for Cadigan, who we have no idea.
She's asking Hefina.
Rafina nods. Well, Darn is still resting here. Till he's better.
Did everyone else swim home?
Yeah, I think your sister looked worried.
I have
She
no doubt.
She knows Nimue is your sister.
Yeah. I have no doubt. All right. Thank you.
He's kind of waiting at the edge of town to see if.
So, yeah, she'll kind of walk up. So, none of my friends are still here. So I'm going to go back to Barrowcrest, where my lady resides. If you'd like to accompany me or escort me, I would appreciate it, but I would understand if you didn't want to.
One sec. We'll go with this. Just testing something real quick. You see him nod to you, and he says, "Of course, my lady. It's only right if I took you away from your safety that I would return you a handmaiden to your lady."
I appreciate it.
Intrigue.
Let's go. It's my favorite role. Success.
As you're riding with him, kind of like a minute later, you're like kind of replaying the interaction. You're like, you don't think he actually wants to take you like back? Like something is pulling at him to have been like, all right, later, bye. Like, and you kind of play that like he doesn't share that. He hides it well, but you were able to read in past
Okay.
it to see. There seems to be some sort of obsessiveness about him.
Okay. She's gonna just let it go.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna move to Olwyn now. I think that's important, and then we'll go from there. All right, so keeping these short so we can make sure we make the best time with the guests. We'll keep these like 5-10 minute vignettes. You make it back to Barrowcrest. You find as you're within, you don't even make it all the way back to Barrowcrest before you're intercepted, actually, by our favorite knight,
My
Brockville.
favorite. Oh, I like him.
He rides up to you and dismounts quickly and lowers his head and says, "Milady, we were worried you might be in trouble. The witch's apprentice was speaking strange terms. They said that Beatrice was perhaps in trouble, and so were you."
Oh, we were, but we got back. Beatrice was, I think, taken. So I think we're going to need to get together some sort of party full of wonderful soldiers, and I feel that you'd probably be best to, take that lead if you're willing.
Of course. Like hostage?
I'm not entirely certain. Possibly. I couldn't really read the situation. It's strange.
I see. Well, we should absolutely. I will report back to. Well, I'll gather whoever else, Dogged and Every and whoever else might be here.
Of course,
Hey,
I believe in you
Raiders.
wholeheartedly.
Welcome.
Hey, welcome.
Hey.
Hello.
All right. All right. So they start about their stuff. You see the knights kind of readying to ride out and search. Anything in particular you want to do with this scene, this next minute or two of checking back in?
Just yes. Actually, I think I'll search out Morgana.
Okay.
Because apparently she knows something. So.
Okay. You find her in Lilo's apothecary.
Hey, dearie.
You're back. Is Beatrice with you?
We're about to head out to find her. She got taken. But I think you knew that somehow?
She wasn't sure. Sometimes when she was in Sauvage, I talked to her once. And then it happened again last night.
Just have the ability to speak to each other over great distances?
I guess. It's like we're dreaming.
I've had strange dream magics happen to me, though they were brought about by potions.
She looks relieved and she's like, I told everyone else, but they didn't believe me. I felt a bit like a fool.
Despite it being Summerland, there are some things that people just can't wrap their heads around fully. I've been told I believe things too readily. So.
Right.
I do.
Okay.
Thank you for letting people know.
I hope you find her. If you need my help. She told me I have to stay here.
She's not here. Do you want to come with?
It's supervised.
Yeah. She's like, yes, very much.
All right. Well, let's gather some provisions and figure out where we're going then.
Okay. And just so this is great that you're gonna go out, but given the fact that we have kind of a setup with a guest and stuff, we're gonna make sure that so you're gonna find nobody, and you're not gonna find them on the road. They're gonna end up here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay. I just want to make sure that we can get everything.
Yeah,
through.
we can.
Yeah, and that actually kind of makes it more complicated because then you have someone who isn't Pelennor. Yeah, the guest is going to announce himself as Pelennor. I'm butchering this now. So we're gonna cut back to Beatrice.
Hey.
You find yourself. You find yourself at. We'll say at like the. Not the Barrow Vale. We'll say it's more at like the swamplands, just beside the marshlands, right beside Barrow Crest. So you can see it, but you're quite a distance away as you approach. You got the impression that he was riding in such a way where he isn't to be spotted, and with that, he says, I don't wish to answer to any crimes of kidnapping, or I'm sure you understand if I leave you here.
Do you? If you need to find me or you need someone to help with your lands, I'd be willing to offer a favor.
Only if you can see. I just don't. I don't want to travel back there. I have other business.
You need someone who's able to see things that are fairy related, correct?
I need to see. I need to know what is happening at home.
Where is home and I can tell you?
How?
Sir with no name.
Knight of No Land is fine.
Knight of no land. We are able to lie, you know.
Sometimes it's a choice.
Safer for me to lie.
I don't have your name.
Beatrice. And I can see what you're asking me to see. So if you tell me where your land is, I might be able to give you more information.
Very well. The Kingdom of Gomereth.
I don't know. Out of character, I have no idea where that is.
You don't.
Oh, yay, love that. I have no idea where that is. You need someone to go there.
I need to know the state of things.
I can't see that far unless I'm there. I can't.
I understand, Beatrice.
But should you need anything else, I owe you for my life. And I take that
No,
seriously.
I should not have taken you away from Axbridge. That was a mistake.
Still, I owe you. So if you need anything, let me know. She'll dismount the horse because she figures he's not coming.
Yeah. He'll nod to you and he says, I should be going. But it's only fair that you know me as I know you. I'm Pelennor. And you can do a recognize roll on that.
Yep, I was gonna say
And you can add 10 to that.
I still don't know that's gonna help. Oh, I succeeded. I would have crit.
You don't know a lot of you don't know a lot about all of this stuff, but you've heard the name Pelennor. You heard he is a king in Gales in Cambria, the northwest of here. Doesn't look like a king.
You're a king.
Was a king.
No longer.
I've forsaken it. There are more important things.
Well, for what it's worth, Pelennor. I don't blame you.
He keeps looking to the woods as he says that, and then he says, I should go. It was a pleasure. And with that, he starts off.
And I will start walking my butt back.
Yeah.
Arrow Chris.
I'm sure you'll get there just fine.
Okay.
To the swamps, I'm covered in mud.
So we're gonna give. We'll do another 5-minute vignette with Olwyn and Beatrice. 'Cause I'm sure that's necessary. I'll just pay attention to this one because I want to give you a minute to make it feel natural, like you would have discussed this stuff, and then we're gonna time skip to when Gwydir and Elian return this way.
I like
And
to
Bowie.
believe I come up on Barrowcrest covered in mud and swamp everything.
Yeah, you're a little
little worse
Like-
for the week.
yeah. You look like you've been camping. You know, you went to a festival for the weekend. Yeah,
Back from Burning
Love
Man.
it.
yeah.
Yep. Yes. You're just gonna walk into the manor.
Beatrice, is that you? Oh my goodness. And she'll run up and just hug her. Just,
I'll allow it.
yeah. Goodness, who's so worried? We looked everywhere and did Cadwigan find you?
No, another night. It's all very confusing, but he dropped me off in the swamp to walk back.
I see.
Did you send a search party out?
Of course. Rockpale and
I
Morgana and I.
told Morgan not to send people if you weren't in trouble. Okay. They didn't go into the forest, right?
No, of course not.
Hey, Insomnia Night. And the raid, welcome you.
Insomnia Night! Hi!
Ah, sick. Hello.
Okay, that's good. You're all right, right?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, my mother naturally made an appearance, which, goes about as well as it always does. So you're all right. Good.
Yes, and you are too. So. Lovely. Do you want a bath or anything? Good.
Yep. This has been I can deal with a lot of things, so this has been an interesting experience that I'm ready to just not be a part of anymore.
Perfect. I have some lavender and roses. that
Oh,
I've
don't need that. I'm
saved
good.
Are you sure?
Yep, absolutely sure.
All right. Well.
I'm gonna bathe.
All right. I think so there's something I think for you, Trent, that I'll make note of as we cut scenes. It's feeling very summery in the land of summer for you right now.
Right. What was the season when I left? Spring?
When you stepped onto the boat, it was spring. Yep, it was about a week after Easter.
Was it still spring when we met Fane, or rather when we met Cadwy? Cool.
Yeah.
Does
It wasn't as
care.
hot as it is right now. It
It's getting
was
pretty hot.
Yeah, I think as you're playing it back through your head, you're like, well, it was pretty lush and green for early spring, right?
Mhm.
For early April. Like,
That makes sense. He does not care.
It's like, yeah, no, okay, this and in the garbage. Next,
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
yeah, okay.
Yep.
All right,
You just
so
start getting the guns out a bit more.
Alien's coming out being like, what year is it? Okay, cool.
Cool.
yeah, what year is it? The meme.
Yeah.
So, we'll get a hunting roll from our famous alien, the Lost, as they guide us back to.
Yeah, let's go.
I have heard tale.
Hey, look at that.
Oh,
Hey.
Okay, so this is comfortable ground. You've returned this way, even though the roads in Summerland are a little different these days. Nevertheless, you make your way to Barrow Crest, and I can't remember, Gwydir, you're traveling here because you promised to escort effectively. To escort them, was that the plan?
no, I told him there was a church
Oh yeah.
in Barrowcrest.
Okay.
And then I was going to be like, you seen a dude in PJs or no?
Okay, understood. So
There's
we'll.
a fox screaming outside my window.
That's fair. This time of night, good times. So we're gonna zoom in on the festival, I think, because it's that time of year. Sultana.
Oh.
Yeah. And I have to ignore like the NPCs aren't set up everywhere and such. I got at least y'all, and then I'll add Gwydir. So, Olwyn, Elian was missing for 3 months.
Oh.
You hear news from one of your knights. We'll say it's Brockvale or something. No, Dogged probably makes sense. That Sir Elian and Sir Bowie have returned.
He's back.
And I think as you go out to potentially greet them, or in fact, you might be out here already.
Yeah, probably.
So as you were out here already, probably decorating for the upcoming festival, you
Pretty white
see
flowers everywhere.
the two of them riding. Is Bowie still on Elian's horse?
I think
Or
the
is it-
moment they got within, it was on Gwydir's towards the end, but I think the moment they got within the grounds, he was like, I'm out, I'm off,
Yeah,
bye.
I can walk the rest of the way, Mom. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
No one's mistaking me for a squire again.
Yeah, absolutely not.
You're welcome,
Thank
my
you,
lady.
That's preferable to squire. And so at all.
Alien finds that way too funny because she's the one who's actually a female, and I don't think she's mentioned this to Gwydir yet. Actually,
Oh,
now
is
that
that
I think
obvious
about
at
it.
all or no?
Hmm?
Is that obvious at all?
No,
Ah, okay, cool.
she's very androgynous.
So, Sir Knight, where is this church you mentioned, please?
In town, and she'll guide him to Rickirk in his church.
Okay. You
And,
see a small, this is no cathedral or no, church of Carlion. This is a little tiny, really a tiny, basic building, humble building within the town proper. Very different, I think, than you would be used to seeing.
What the hell kind of church is this? I thought you people loved your god.
We love our gods. This is a new one.
Oh. Look, between you and me, he's not really done a hell of a lot to impress. You know, he makes my stupid cousin walk across the country in dangerous times without any pants on. It's not exactly a show of power. I'm not sure what the fuss is all
new
about.
one? Yeah, I don't get it.
All right, well, Do I have to do
I don't
anything
think-
when I go in there? Is there some kind of a dance I have to do or a silly hat?
No, Rickert converted a while back, but he was originally,
What? Why?
a normal person. Not everyone comes out the same from a place.
What the
But I
hell
don't
does
think
that?
you've been.
Never mind. Excuse me. Thank you for your help. I'll be back. Rickard!
You see him. You see a man, probably in his mid to late 20s now. I want to say, probably late 20s actually. He
Say hand.
he exits. Yeah, he doesn't look like your stereotypical brother that you've seen. He looks more
Too hot for
like
a priest.
yeah, someone. Well, he looks more built than you would typically see a priest. He stands with better posture than you typically see a priest do. He looks better cut for war, like a knight would be, really. But nevertheless, he's got the brown robes on.
Gwydier
And,
just sort of walks in, looks at him weirdly, and squeezes his shoulders in his arms. He says, "You're no priest. Who put you in this silly outfit?"
I chose to, Sir Knight, and you are.
Sir Gwydier, household knight of King Nanteliot, greatest king in all the land, unless you think yours is better, in which case I don't want to fight you about it. Not right now, because I have important questions. My brother, you see, I mean cousin, but he might as well be for all his reliance on me. His name's Cormac. He's running around in pajamas trying to find some place called Gloucester or Glastonbury or some sort of glowing land, I'm not sure. Anyway, pilgrimage he calls it, and he's probably telling you that he doesn't have a name and he's not a knight, but he is. Nonetheless, has he been through here?
Not that I know of.
Ah, shit. Sir Knight! Sir Elian, is it? You lied to me! Why'd you do that?
I said there was a man here who might know.
Ah! That's not what I remember hearing.
I know Glastonbury well, though. If that is where he intended to go, then I could certainly guide you there.
Is that where the Skyman sends his followers?
Our Lord? I suppose that's one way to
Oh,
look
not
at
the king. The other guy.
Yes. Yes, indeed, Sir Knight. I take it you are not of the Christian faith.
No. What has he ever done for anybody?
More than you would know.
Clearly. Oh, well, what a waste of time. All right, well, at least it's summer. Do you have any good fruit or something?
I don't in particular, but I believe they're preparing for the festival. It's
What festival?
I believe it's well, much of Summerland is very not Christian, and they practice old customs, and Beltane Festival is one of them. Beltane. Can't remember what it is.
Do I know this thing? Is it like as a pagan I would know about
it's
it?
part of the pagan. I can't remember what we call them, but it's like the
Cycle.
cycle.
It's
Yeah, it's
basically
part of the
like
pagan cycle.
May
That's right.
Day.
What do you mean? It's not for months.
Oh, sorry. That is correct. Let me back this up. We said summer, so it's got to be solstice, not Beltane.
Well, it's the beginning of summer in Beltane.
Yeah, but I think it's going to be solstice. I think it makes more sense because we already established that they were in summer while they were traveling here. So
The fruit's all going to be rotten by the time it reaches solstice. It's weeks away. What about Beltane?
sorry, what was that? I missed that part.
Oh, I was just saying, solstice isn't for like a month or weeks away. The fruits are going to be rotten.
Yeah. I got to make it summer. It just makes sense. So it's got to be summer. Yep.
Oh, yeah, no, that makes sense. Long story short, Gwydier is being like, "What do you mean it's not summer yet?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm following now. I was confused.
Yeah.
I'm like,
That was me
Um,
being too sorry.
yeah. He's like, solstice is tomorrow.
What? Oh, what on?
Did you pass through any strange lands?
Did I pass through any normal lands? Jeez. I mean, now you're making me say his stupid name. Stupid building and your stupid religion. No, by the gods. I haven't been through anything Norman in the last... God. Since I've been knighted, it seems like. Friends are all idiots. They're fighting each other over nothing when there's a perfectly good enemy just on the border. And here I am, chasing somebody through nowhere in the wrong time of year. Oh, God. Alien! What the fuck? What is the time? What day is it?
She tells him the day she got from one of the villagers. Because again, she came in and was like, "What year is it?"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. You asked that earlier. So yeah, you name the day, and it is in fact in late June. It is very likely right before.
I've been
solstice.
sleeping this whole time.
No, I think you must have been in the Forest Sauvage like we were.
What on earth are you... Is this like that... Oh, by the god. Alright, well, my cousin's dead. Or he's home. One of the two. Might as well have this party, I suppose. Not because he's dead, but... I mean... Do you need a hand
Not
with
because
decorations?
he's
I'm
dead.
quite tall.
She's kind of like, I've lost track of what he's talking about. Is he
I don't-
sure he's pagan?
No.
Anyway. Alright. Thank you, priest. Bye.
We're gonna pump it up here. Let's see.
Pump
Run
it up.
something a little faster than that. I
Yeah.
have anything. I always forget. I used to have like festival music, but I don't know if I do anymore.
We used to have it, yeah.
Nope.
Nope.
Opposite.
Nope.
Take
it
a
had-
nice nap.
I'm not sure I have it. Let's see what this is. Probably evil music. Yeah, that's evil music.
Ooh,
Ooh.
I have a
pretty
question.
fun.
Hey,
Ooh.
it's this one.
Hello,
This one's
hello.
for sure got to be. There we go. We'll do that. That's I think what we were using before.
Or?
Yep.
Yeah.
I have a question that you don't need to answer, but was Pelinor's like weirdness at all reminiscent of Alien's weirdness?
No,
Just like
I would
wishing
I
somewhere
would have
else.
probably told Beatrice.
Yeah.
If
If it
that
was
was yeah.
Yeah.
So, we'll say why don't we do a feast thing, but we're gonna do the festival
Can I
instead.
ask
Yeah.
question very quickly? I forgot I wasn't muted. That was really nice. I saw my thing light up and I panicked. So, how long has it been ballpark since I got back?
It's been a while because you were back. What? Oh,
In spring, right?
yeah. That's we had.
You guys were
As-
only like a few days behind us.
I would have by now figured out. Did Cadwigan come back?
Yeah, it's fair. As long as it's not a 20, he did. Otherwise, we'll figure out what happened later. Yeah. So.
Thank God.
Eventually, Cadwigan returns, and but it's long because he doesn't. He's actually pretty good at hunting, so he spends a long time out in the wilderness trying to find you, and returns only to give an update, and then realizes you're here, and that's like 3 weeks later. So he's like, yeah, he's
A
pretty
very
quiet.
panicked
I think he
3
doesn't
weeks.
talk to anybody for a while. I think he just kind of does
Oh,
his job.
no.
from there. Yeah.
It's the reverse.
Yeah.
Hate everything. Okay.
But why don't we? I'm gonna throw on some labels, I guess, because we need like. Oh no, we established there is no above the floor and stuff. We just kind of handed it out for based on how things happen. We don't do the whole salt thing because this is just a festival. It's not an
Yeah,
actual
man.
feast. Yeah. There's no
I just
rules,
realized
man.
Alien came back and you guys already did all the stuff we were worried about. It's like, what? I was like, we didn't catch the Saxon. Is that your sister?
Jackson? Oh. Huh. Forgot about
Oh,
him.
poor Alien.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're like updated. You're way back. You're like seven.
Yeah.
You're 7 plots backwards when you return. Yeah, that's
So Alien
right.
comes ready to rescue Beatrice's sister and
Yeah.
then sees Beatrice's sister.
I was like,
Yeah.
we were successful. Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna do this minus the we'll make it a 3-rounder. So it'll kind of be our end for this. And but I don't need app rolls. And we'll let Gwydir, the guest, go last, maybe. Kind of makes sense.
Sure.
We'll start with Olwen.
Owen.
Knight and guest. You can do kind of what we've discussed in the past. So a lot of what you do at a feast. So you can dance, flirt, drink, and make merry. Look after people, make sure they're looked after. There's also some competitions. There's archery. There's sword fighting. Those are the two. Rebated swords, of course.
Yeah.
And then there's kind of like, as the night goes on, there will be more like storytelling and things like that. Some more like fireside events through the night. What would you like to do, Owen?
I think Owen would like to lead a dance. Get it started early.
All right. We'll see what the feast looks like.
Yeah.
There you go.
We
Beaver
got-
tails.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Meaty.
We picked savory only options this time. There's no
Okay.
sweet.
You're on
Yeah.
the carnivore diet right now, apparently.
Yeah. Only meat.
Okay. Owen is leading the dance, so why don't we kick this off with you giving me your dance roll for the first one. Is there anyone you were planning to invite, or is it more like just gathering a group and getting out there at first? Did you want to?
I just want to just make a general announcement. It's like, oh, anybody who's,
Yep.
wants to meet anyone new, and da-da-da-da-da.
Yep. Understood.
Sort of like an icebreaker kind of
Yep.
thing. Yeah.
Here is among the first.
Why don't we
Yeah, I was
make
hoping
that
so.
Why don't we make that a temperate roll then instead?
Perfect.
And then you can still roll dance to see how poorly you do at the first go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's a success on temperate.
Tick temperate,
Yar.
and then give me your dance roll.
You Owen or Bowie right now? You're Owen, aren't you?
I'm Owen. Oh,
Yeah.
I just have the wrong things.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I was just checking.
I've succeeded on dancing.
All right,
Perfect.
you can tick that.
Hooray.
Is anyone else wanting any of the other player characters wanting to join the dance? Because they're gonna kind of go off into a subsection of actions here.
Yeah. No, you know what? No, I'm gonna use my. Because dancing is always turns, correct? Even if like, you specifically are grabbing someone, it's still turn. It's still like 3.
No, you can invite one specific. Well, that's how we've played
Okay.
it, right? But yeah.
I'll use it as an action. Gonna let Owen do hers.
Anyone else want to join in on the dance specifically? Alien or
yeah.
Gwydir? Gwydir's in? Okay.
Hell yeah.
Please give me your dance roll, Gudir.
Dance of two. Da, 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 da. Do I roll hospitality? I mean, probably not. I don't care that much about dancing.
It's up to you.
I think it does. I think he's doing it because he doesn't care more, rather than because he does.
Understood.
I have failed to dance. Da, 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 da.
You're dancing the night away. You're dancing like
Yeah.
you don't care, which is perfect.
He's dancing with Menudos. Menudos.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so there are not a ton of trying to think. We've got guests and stuff too. So let's see. You guys are getting a little more popular. So there are various dance partners, and then like each time you switch off with another partner to dance. I think it's less formal than the courtly ones, right? Just because outside. We'll say that the dancing is underway.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We'll go to Beatrice next.
First round, I'm grabbing a Dane and the kids. I'm doing my normal first round action here. Gossip with a Dane and play with the kids.
Okay.
Or dog hit the kids, as I usually do. Here you go. Taking a Dane.
Understood. Let's pull a Dane up. There we go.
Did she have her third? I think she was pregnant with her third last time.
Yeah, it's been months. I'm gonna assume.
I'm assuming she's had her third now.
Yes, she was visibly pregnant the last time.
Yeah, so we'll say that she's got her infant with her, and then the other ones are running around and
being toddlers.
Yeah, which is super. It's almost easier outside until you realize that they almost kill themselves in everything they interact with. So
I'm handing them sugar. Yeah. Anything with sugar in it, just like handing it to them.
Yeah. And you see like a couple of like servants running after them, like to help out. So because otherwise the toddlers would probably just straight up like constantly seek harm. They're like, ooh, fire, ooh, this, ooh, that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As toddlers do. Just magnets.
So, you were successful? Your sister's back?
Yeah, successful for now. There's more problems attached to it because it's my mother and it's never simple, but for now, we're safe and we're together.
How's it being back? Has everything been good?
Since I've been back from here, it's been good. Odd, but good.
There was gossip about some knight bringing you back?
Yeah. He found me when my mother decided to send creatures after me. She wasn't happy that I took my sister. So he saved me and then dropped me off in the swamps outside Faircrest. He didn't seem that enthused. He pretty much just left.
Yeah, she kind of screwed up her face. Says, "That's rude of a knight."
I think he had business elsewhere.
Apparently, he must be married as well.
He didn't seem married.
Oh, she's like, you said the wrong thing to a Dane.
Yeah, this is a Dane. I forgot. This was a poor choice of words.
She takes.
He asked a question and I responded no, and
You realize
If he's married, he's a bad husband.
You realize you have to she is gonna jump all over this thing unless you get to the point. Like if you have something to say to her, you want to distract her now before she gets going.
How are you? How are the kids?
Everything's the kids are great.
Dogged?
It's like the kids are great. I guess she wouldn't have wine. She's probably nursing the kids, so she would have a drink of some kind in her hand. I don't know. Maybe they did, but either or, we'll gloss over that.
Yeah, Beatrice is like steering the conversation as quickly in other direction as she can, and she'll just continue chatting with me.
Okay, so it's just you were just trying to steer away. Please give me an intrigue roll.
Yeah, the Dana's like, if I find out any gossip, awesome. If I don't, it's at least fun. Success.
Okay, so you first off, you succeed. She'll tell you a little bit about things that have happened while you're away. So you got to remember, you guys have been like away a lot over the last couple of months.
Oh yeah.
She tells you that I'm trying to think because she has certain knowledge that you all probably don't have. She would say that that the Duchy of Cornwall is no more.
Oh.
The King of Cornwall has claimed it alongside the rest of his kingdom.
Okay.
She'll talk about the execution of Sir Loof.
I didn't know this.
Yeah.
Out of character. That's beautiful. Yeah, no, Beatrice tries to stifle the grin that she gets immediately.
Apparently, he was executed as a traitor. Of some
Joe.
Beautiful.
Was it?
Yeah, she tries to hide her grin on that one, but not well.
Yeah. Other than that, she mentions that Morgan seemed to be doing well while you were gone, and kind of has a bright future ahead of her. But then she quickly turns, because she did get higher than you on intrigue. She's like, "Now tell me more about this night. I need to know everything." And we'll move away as that kind of happens.
As Beatrice cringes.
Yeah. She's gonna get extract the information from you. So, yeah.
I forgot who I was dealing with.
Yeah. Okay, so that I gave Dane the geniality, not you. That'd be hilarious. And
frankly, she deserves it.
She frankly, yeah. You know what? I don't need it. That's fine.
Yeah.
She can take that. She deserves it.
That brings us to Elian. Anything in particular you want to do for round one?
I think Elian wants to do a game.
Okay. Anything in particular?
I think she'd like to go to the sword fighting.
Okay. There was mention of contests, not necessarily games. Yeah. There are knights gathered off for the contest of arms. I imagine you would like to compete.
Yeah, he hasn't done a lot of that lately.
All right, I'm gonna line up some knights. Let's see who this is. I'm gonna throw Bowie and Every in there.
Hell yes.
Just for shits and giggles.
Throw Cadogan. Not Padarn. He's still healing. He's not going to participate anyways.
Elian does not like Padarn, and as soon as she finds out about Love Wins, she's going to be super pissed off.
That's fair. Quidir, you can join this in round 2 if you'd like as well. It's up to you.
Yeah, I will.
We'll keep it small. We'll say that because you guys are away, there's not a lot of like foreign guests. I think there's like one or two other people. Let me just grab that. We'll say that there is. Just looking for the right folks here. Risland is gonna be here. And Dylan is here.
Dylan, good old Dylan.
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 Dylan, everyone's favorite.
Dylan, you son of a
With
bitch.
good reason.
Rest in peace. Going-
Oh yeah, God.
Okay, so we have, we'll say, 10 knights total. Some of them we know. A couple of them we'll leave for randomness. This isn't a big tourney. There's not a lot of glory in it. This is a little bit of glory, and it's more about the trial in arms. Gwydir, I will allow you, if you want to kind of like skip off this round to go partake. I think it would make sense. Is it something you want to... Why don't we say that's in round 2, actually? We'll make it easier on everyone.
Yep.
Elian, why don't you choose something else for this round, then? It can literally be mingle, or you can do the temperate thing and look after others and make sure that people are accounted for. You can be indulgent and drink a lot. You can do any of those things.
I think she wants to track down Cadigan, who she is suspicious of with Beatrice. I have that as a direct trait. But also because she doesn't trust that Olwen will give her the full down low of what happened for Beatrice, and she wants it from a knight's perspective as to how things went.
You're muted, Bob.
I think it's probably important you say what you're going to say, I think, in this case.
Okay.
In character.
So I guess they're getting ready for the tournament. She goes, so... Yeah, I should clarify. So did the order of things that happened, Olwen came back first, and then Beatrice came back. And then did Elian or Cadigan come back next?
All that happened months before you returned. Or a month before you returned.
Okay, so Cadigan came, and then okay.
Yeah, okay, I
That's
see
what
where
I'm
your
making sure
confusion is.
that-
So, like, 2 months ago, everyone else returned. Then Cadrigan returned about 3 weeks after that. And then there was this long break, and then you returned. So.
Okay. I was gone for a really long time.
Yep.
I'm going to stop getting lost.
I think it's very much.
Good luck.
He's
Okay,
gotta stop killing lost. Oh, he's gonna stop killing horses. He's
I don't
Cormac
have
gonna stop
to.
gambling in general. Yeah.
I mean, a good knight would have to, so.
How dare you?
And-
Well, I am a very good knight. I've been knighted twice.
What are
Interesting piece of words.
What are you seeking from Cadrigan here?
She's going, so... I see Nimue is here, so that part was successful, but it doesn't seem... Things have been... It appears there's still some unfinished business between Beatrice, Nimue, her mother. Is that accurate?
Are you asking him in character?
Yes.
Is this in character? Okay.
In character.
Okay. I overheard Beatrice say that she was going to try and kill her mother. That's her intention.
Yeah, I've heard that before. But from what you saw of her mother and everything she has going on, how difficult does that strike you as? Or strategic? Like,
We went. I I guess you've been away a while. We found out her mother is now a queen, or self-proclaimed queen, but I suppose in anarchy that's good enough. Have you heard much about the Mudlands?
Only in passing. It seems to make Lady Olwen uncomfortable.
They, oh, yeah, you probably don't know that either. Well, you remember when we were... Do you remember the tortured fellow?
Which one?
It's not important. Olwen lost someone important. The Mudland Lord was responsible for that. He led a raid through. He pauses. I think actually it was in one of these festivals.
I take it the Mudlands are between the two.
That's my understanding. They actually brought battle to Summerland, and Summerland was victorious. It killed the Mudlord, and the army without a leader was useless, and they fled. Those that weren't destroyed fled. Those that weren't destroyed fled.
And I take it they've somehow united under the self-proclaimed witch queen.
Perhaps some of them. It looked like she was collecting her own army.
Wonderful. As if her father wasn't going to be difficult enough. You didn't see him there, did you? Even though he was the one with the cursed sword.
No. We were out of there as quickly as we arrived. Padarin did run into some conflict with one of the knights, though. One of the guards, though. We were able to retrieve Nimue.
Yes, I met her. They don't have much in common.
All right.
I
And
mean,
with
we do
that,
have some...
we'll kind of zoom out from that conversation. Why don't you give me like an intrigue roll?
Great. Fantastic.
Your best trait ever.
Oh yeah, so great at it. Oh, I succeeded.
Okay. You can take it because it's an action here. You also you get the impression that he's looking over at Beatrice, but he's like trying not to. He's like doing a terrible job at it for you. So.
Wow, even she notices. She's like,
yeah. Elian, who doesn't normally notice this stuff, catches.
She's like, what are they planning?
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Because she thinks they're like up to something. That's hilarious. I remember that from last.
He doesn't know what, but she thinks
doesn't
they're
know
up
what,
to
but she's
something.
like, I knew they were up to something. Yeah. They're gonna get.
What is it?
Yeah. Who are they assassinating? Yeah.
They're either planning an assassination or a surprise party. It could be anything between those.
All right, folks. We're gonna jump into round 2 of that. So we know Gwydir and Elian are gonna participate in this arms tourney. What about Olwen?
Oh
back to Olwen.
dear. Olwen, back to Olwen.
Did we dance together, the characters specifically, or was I
Oh,
just dancing?
goodness.
Each of you roll a d10 or d20. If you get within 5 of each other's number, we'll say yes.
Boom.
Hey!
Yes! Yes!
You did. Why don't we play that little part out since there's 2 characters meeting each
Okay.
other?
Cool.
Sure. Sorry, backtracking slightly, but yep.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing.
That's okay, darling. Neither do I.
Oh, really?
Uh.
Well, good. We can just sort of squirm over here for a little while, and hopefully, because you're in charge and I'm an idiot, nobody will mind.
It's okay. I'm kind of an idiot too sometimes.
Really?
I,
Why'd they give you a manor then?
I have no idea, to be honest. I think somebody got killed, and I was next one in line.
Well, that'll
Yeah.
happen.
Hi.
Are you holding it for someone, or it's just yours now?
I don't know. I feel like I've been thinking that the right person will come along at some point, but no one's really struck my fancy.
You're just going to give it to somebody just because they put a ring on your finger?
Absolutely not. I thought that's what you meant by holding out for someone.
I don't know what I mean half the time. I'm just saying stuff.
It's okay. That happens quite a bit, actually.
It does. Glad you understand me. There are plenty few who do. I'll tell you. Plenty few. I know it. Listen. Hey,
I'm listening.
not very.
Huh? What?
Does my foot go here or? Sorry.
I think so. As long as it's not on my foot, I think that's all that. Ow! That is.
Sorry.
It's all right. It's okay.
I'm too big left feet, I'm afraid.
Oh, you got that kiss too?
That among others. I keep getting lost in the forest. Apparently, I was in the mud, and
Oh.
there's a new queen there. You see, and we spoke to a giant, and he was very nice, and we gave him to Cadwy. So, curses are, they're
You
around.
spoke with the Mud Queen, or the
What?
queen that's in the Mudlands now, or whatever.
Who? No, I didn't speak
I
with
don't
her.
know. Huh?
Fane said.
What?
What?
Fate said.
And it's like right at that point, you guys
Yeah.
end up being forced away to like another. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
It's like, and time to turn your partner.
Sorry.
Yeah.
God, they're both like the right amount of chaotic to just be like.
Explode.
Beautiful. A beautiful moment.
All right.
Alright, sorry.
Oh,
No, no,
Christ,
you're
all
good.
right.
That brings us right back into Olwen for round
Right.
2.
Round 2.
You
I
wanna
think.
If you have nothing else, we can do the dance stuff still. If you want to like roll,
Yeah.
to see who you.
I'd love to do that.
Okay.
All right. What would you like me to roll?
We're gonna do a little differently because I don't have like a big guest list. You're just gonna
Right.
roll me a d20. If it's even, it's someone you know. If it's odd, it's someone new.
Perfect. Ooh.
Someone you know, right?
All right.
Is there anyone chomping at the bit?
Minotaurs.
I don't know.
Yeah,
48
I don't know. I don't know.
Minotaurs.
Yeah, I was just thinking anyone you know that was already. It'd probably be between Minotaurs and Brockvale, honestly.
I'd argue
Brockvale
Brockvale would punch people out of the way for this.
Yeah, even
I don't know.
Intrigue,
Intrigue boy. Intrigue.
he's forgoing the tourney in order to go dance with Olwen.
Oh yeah,
Sure
that's
doesn't wanna
true.
do the turn
That's
anymore.
true.
Doesn't want to dance
You know
with
what?
Paul
I'm gonna
anymore.
test something. I'm gonna test.
Oh.
Oh, looks like this guy's getting an amour now. Look at this.
Oh goodness.
Oh,
Oh no!
What?
nailed
Just
it.
rolled a 22 amour score for Brockvale. Apparently, yeah. Apparently, that's
Oh,
yeah.
God.
That's not good. That's not
No,
good.
Well, he just
I'm
got
in
more
danger.
annoying.
Yeah.
It got worse. How did it get
So-
worse?
It's Brockvale. He does best.
Okay, so we're gonna see. It's gonna be Minotos. and Brockville.
Come on, Nodos. Come on, half twin.
Regardless, Minodos is successful in reaching you first. Which
How drunk is he?
that was my next roll actually. Because that always needs to be checked. He is that mild drunk that he normally is.
Okay.
As he gets in front of Brockville. Brockville shoots like dagger eyes at him, and then departs to make his way to the tourney instead. And he says, "Lady Olwen, looking beautiful as always."
Summonodos, it's always lovely to see you upright.
Yes, indeed. I couldn't help but notice that knight of yours staring at you. I thought I might intercept.
I appreciate it greatly. He's nice and all, but a bit intense sometimes.
Yes, he seemed fine enough, but I didn't like the way he was looking. Perhaps he needs to lay off the drink. He smiles.
Oh, I mean, that's, good enough advice for any of us, really. A nice amount is good, as long as it's not impairing your day-to-day, right?
Right.
But at a festival, why not indulge a bit?
When in Rome is what my family used to say.
Don't hear you talk about that much.
Oh. Ooh. Please give me a courtesy roll there.
I know.
Yeah.
Ugh. Come on, buddy. Hey.
Is it not rolling?
No, it is. It's just
It's a delay.
success.
So we won't take it directly as a slight. That doesn't mean he handles it well.
Oh, understandable.
He just looks down. You can see the sadness in his eyes for a minute. He's like, anyways, what were we talking
You don't
about
have
again?
to.
The fire.
just think-
And
Yes. Any sort of sacrifices that might be made tonight.
yes, you pagans and your sacrifices.
Indeed.
He says, "Is it if they sacrifice a boar, let's say,
Mhm.
are we allowed to eat it after?"
Well, I mean, as long as we burn some of the offerings, we don't have to necessarily.
Perhaps I was
Yeah.
too judgmental about the pagans growing up. You seem to know
happens.
how to have a good time.
I think that's why we get as much of a bad rap as we do. People see us having lots of fun and think that there's got to be something wrong with us because we're not all penitent all day. Everyone
Right.
worships in their own way.
I think with that, I think that's probably a good leeway, unless there's something specific you're after. We'll count the courtesy as your roll, so we'll give you an geniality for that.
Yeah.
And then we'll do the tourney. It's going to take a couple of rolls. So why don't we start with Beatrice real quick, and then we'll do round. We didn't do Beatrice round 2, or did we? I feel like there were 2 things.
No.
No, this is Beatrice's
No,
round
I
2
only
right
did the
now.
one
Yeah.
with Idane.
Okay.
I escaped Idane's gossip for a little while. Created a monster.
It's true.
Um,
What would you like to do?
Beatrice is going to walk up to Cadogan with wine because I have to be a certain amount of menacing at all times.
Right. He's just putting on his armor, readying for the faux tourney here. He looks to you, Beatrice.
She hands him the wine. I was going to ask, but you're about to do that.
What? True. Pauses. What were you going to ask me?
She kind of stumbles over the starting a sentence a couple of times. I was going to ask you if you would like to dance because I'm sick of you sulking.
All right. I will see how he reacts.
How does that work?
Let me think about what he's.
She says this with the full knowledge that this man knows how badly she dances. This is
Yeah.
not new information.
Let's see. I swear I had an intrigue on his sheet.
Yeah, his intrigue is crazy high.
I don't think it's crazy. I think loose is crazy.
Yeah.
He had a high awareness, high hunting, high all that stuff. But he
Okay.
wasn't
His
like he
intrigue
wasn't.
His intrigue was okay. Or,
Yeah.
like good.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Yeah, no, it wasn't bad. I want to say it was probably like a 15, is what I'll say.
Yeah.
I know that's high, but
That
it's not like
seems
a
about
20.
right.
Yeah. And then I gotta test 2 traits against each other, so we'll just do that here. Cool. Flipping out. He says, who would be around him, that he knows? Oh, you know, he'd probably turn to Dogged and just be like, Dogged, I think I've been having too much to drink today. Participate. And he'll start to take off the armor.
He's just grinning.
And Dogged's like, what's wrong with you? And he's like, what? Size? I think Dogged's many things, but I don't think he's an intriguer. I don't think he gets
No,
it.
his
He's
wife
like-
is, but not him.
Yeah. He's like, oh, all right.
Leaves
Well.
that to Idane.
Says, I guess I don't have to worry about you stabbing me in the side. Then,
Oof.
it's always like, ooh, that stung, but he doesn't mean anything super negative by it.
Beatrice has to cover her mouth.
Yeah.
Like, to stop her, like,
Okay, yeah, Cadrigan downs his whole drink, and then why don't we see if either of you
God.
are bad dancers?
I knew
suspect
we're all
one of you
real
will.
bad.
Yeah.
I knew I wasn't getting geniality for this round. I'm okay with that.
I have to say, I don't feel like Hannigan would be a good dancer.
Sure isn't.
No, he's not.
Um,
He's one better than me.
The good
it's
news is
still
neither
terrible.
of you danced through the fire on accident, fell into the
Okay.
fire, kicked
That's
a
a good
kid.
thing.
You're able to follow along with everyone else who can't dance very well.
Mhm.
And yeah, we'll kind of do that there.
She
Um,
will say before this all happened, she will thank him for going after her because she's aware that that happened.
Hello.
You're welcome. You know what? Hold on. He's a bit of a push it away kind of person. So let's see if he gives
Really,
the
I'd
shitty.
never guessed.
Yeah, let's see if he gives the shitty answer instead.
Give me an ass.
No, he doesn't.
No.
Um,
Demonstrates a growth.
he says, and probably not. Like a cancer, maybe.
Not with Cadogan.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
Yeah. He's just like, you would have done the same.
That's true.
And then it's kind of awkward and silent.
Yep. Sounds great. That's how all their conversations end lately, I feel like.
100%.
Awkward silence.
All right. Let's see some Gwydir and Elian fighting amongst the tourney. So what we're going to do is we're going to give a label to the various fighters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 are random off-screen people who we don't know who they are yet. Gwydir will list you as 1 and Elian 8. So we're going to see. Let's start with Gwydir. Let's determine who your opponent is. Roll a d10, and if it's a 1, just reroll.
5.
5. You're fighting Sir Ryson. Who we
Sure.
have yet to determine. So,
Uh,
we'll give him
uncle of the lady
yes, correct. Yep,
brownie house. Okay.
that is 100% the right guy. Yep. Vassal Knight of Ridgel Manor. All right, he is wearing chainmail. You've got your rebated weapons, and
Fucking 70.
what? Yeah, he's old.
70.
Yeah, he's old. Yep.
Right.
Yep.
I mean, he's probably really good, but really, like, I'll knock him over.
I have yet to determine. I'm giving him a base skill. We'll see, but also he probably doesn't have a lot in the way of physical stats anymore, right?
Anymore. Yeah.
All right. Let's see what he's got. Oh, yeah, he's pretty good at sword, I guess.
Yeah.
That was a 12 plus 1d2 and it exploded 3 times. So, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
He's an older knight,
Goodness.
veteran, but also blacksmith, too. So maybe he just knows his way around the weapon well.
Yeah. 12 versus a 19. I feel like Gwydir might roll honor here because he's. Oh God, he might have. Yeah, he'll roll honor here because he's
You may
representing.
do so. I will warn you. You can only roll passion per individual fight here.
A round.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I
Yeah.
think just for the first round, he's like, "There's no fucking way I'm embarrassing myself
Yep,
in
understood.
front of these people." Yeah. Nope.
Ooh.
Not a famous one though.
Yep, it didn't go off, but you have no penalty, no repercussion for doing so. So.
Okay.
could you imagine?
So maybe he's like, it's Summerland. These aren't even real knights anyway. Okay. Give me some
How
sword.
dare you?
Oh, got him. Get wrecked, old man.
Yeah, you did. You hit him. You have to get through his armor and shield because he did succeed with prior to the rebated damage. So it's literally just you got to get higher than a 16.
20.
There you go. It's a pretty good fight. You guys fight back and forth for a bit, and then finally you manage to catch him off guard. Use your speed to his slow ass old madness and get him aside. And it's to first blow, so he is out. It's not a full tourney rules, right? No one's looking to kill anyone. They don't have the squires to first aid everyone back to health afterwards.
Yeah.
Right, that brings you to the next round. Elian, please give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Give me a D8 roll.
8.
Okay, that'll be one of the new folks. So you're fighting a rando knight. I'm not gonna pick a Lancelot because I don't know why that's even in there. Reared of neighboring region. north. He is from. What's it called? You guys just came through it. Clarence. Sir Reared of Clarence is here. Would you like to fight? Are you using a sword? Rebated sword or
Yes.
rebate? Okay.
Rated sword.
All right. And when you're ready, if you want to impassion yourself, you can. Otherwise, when you're ready, let's see how this goes.
I'm not gonna impassion. Ooh, success.
Okay. We will do this. Okay. You get the superior success. So why don't you go ahead and give me a damage roll? You gotta get above a 16. Otherwise, you don't manage to draw first blood. That's enough. So again, both of you are successful, so it's a pretty good fight back and forth. The sword and board going back and forth until finally you find an opening and you hit him hard enough and you see just a little bit, maybe you hit him on like, you connect with his face a little bit and it's just enough to draw blood, but first blood's first blood, and he is eliminated and you advance. I'm gonna determine who this sixth other knight is now. Istin of Summerland.
A lot like Yeston.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna make these fast, but 4 and 5. Okay, so Dylan and Brockvale go next. I will note that Brockvale is currently in melancholy.
Oh, poor bastard.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Or you know what it is? He's miserable. Then we're gonna use those new rules. He's miserable.
Oh,
So
I'm
it's just
miserable.
specific to him more in the
Such
new
a
book.
sad
oh
word.
buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy, same.
And okay, Dylan's apparently pretty skilled. Dylan hits. Dylan doesn't breach his doesn't breach his armor though, so interesting. Okay. We're gonna go back to the drawing board then. So that time, yeah, Brockvale is eliminated early, like first thing. Well, hold on, I have to actually get above enough damage. Still didn't. Okay. There we go. Yeah, Brockvale's basically just kicked for a while before he draws blood. Like he's losing the fight outright the whole time. He's swinging wildly. Like he's usually a little bit better than this. He's just not. His head's not in the game as he's eliminated. And then it's gonna be Every versus Sir Estin. Do you want to roll for Every real quick?
Let's
Emma?
do it.
Yeah.
I sure do.
Let's go flat rolls because we're not focusing in on these characters. If they
yeah,
get
no,
lucky.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Success.
Failure. Give me a
Yeah,
damage roll, and if
buddy.
you're successful, you beat Sir Estin. What the heck?
That doesn't make sense, right?
Jeez.
That's a
No,
lot
I
of
rolled-
sixes.
I rolled
You
four
rolled
sixes
four
and a five.
sixes.
I killed
Yeah.
him.
No, you
Kill
can't
it.
because of the rebated weapon. But you are gonna double his
massive.
size, I think, and he's gonna drop. Let's see what his size was.
I was like, that's way too much.
No,
I've
he's
never
got a
rolled
big
that good in
size.
my life.
But he does have to challenge his dex. Yeah, he falls on the ground. Like he lands with a
Good.
thud.
Go, Gray.
And he failed his roll against you, right? He did.
He did.
So he takes
Ooh.
just minus 10 and then half a 19. So only 9 damage, but dang, like that's a pretty good wound. Like he probably like broke an arm when he landed or something.
Oops.
Yeah, you got a couple cracked ribs. So
Anyone
eyes are on
wants to know where I
every.
learned it from?
Yeah. Eyes are on
Yeah,
every.
like that's very awesome. Also a little too
Quiet guy
hard.
who never talks to anybody.
He's always like clapping, wiping tears from his eyes, like, oh god, beautiful. Oh, such savagery.
That leaves Bowie and Dogged. But
Alright.
Don't hurt Dogged.
I can't. Abuse is gonna move through me and
I gotta give him a stat. Okay.
8 out of
Oh, you got him.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, let's see if you draw blood. You need more than 16 damage to draw blood.
Got him by 1.
Bowie.
What is that?
11.
11.
He's just a little guy.
Everyone's poopy damage.
Okay. Next round.
Is that me a D10 or D?
Or is
What are we
that-
down to?
Oh no.
You guys. Sorry.
Yeah.
Next.
Is that
So
Bowie
this
and Dog?
Yeah, they have to go.
Oh, he
Yeah.
fumbles.
Oh,
We're
Oh,
gonna
no.
you roll your damage, and we're gonna give you an extra D6 on this.
He saw one of his
Oh.
children doing something weird. And it
Yeah,
was
there's
like,
like a child eating something just
How dare
in
you.
his vision, and he's like, no.
so just roll damage
Oh,
rolling
it's
that.
Roll,
down.
roll
Roll an
damage
extra-
and yeah.
Roll an
Okay.
extra d6 on top.
Yeah.
like, no, Alice, put that down.
As long as you get a 3, 4, 5, or 6, you have defeated him. Regardless, with a fumble, he's on the ground. So we'll see what happens. That's it.
Yes!
Yeah. Bowie defeats Dogged. Dogged's like, oh, my back. He gets up. He nods to you. He looks a little surprised. Like, well done, Bowie. I didn't think you had it in you.
Oh, I've got plenty.
Making up
And
for being called a squire multiple times.
extend a hand to help him up.
Right? Yeah,
Mhm.
I'll thank you for it. He's not too proud. So someone is not going to. Y'all give me a D20. One of you is going to get the pass, so we'll get every Alien and Bowie to roll a D20. And Gwydir.
3.
8.
It might be Dylan with
Right.
those rolls.
Mine
yeah,
not roll? Yeah, 8. Alien and I both got it.
yeah, it's Dylan.
Ah!
Dylan gets a pass.
You win.
You bastard.
You son of a bitch. Yeah. Okay. So Dylan is the one that gets the bye. We will do. I'll just roll this for you guys. Let's see who is paired up with who. 1d4 and 1d4. 2 and 1. We got Gwydir and Every.
Hey.
So,
Awesome.
Love that. Love that he canonically gets a moment with all of our knight characters.
yeah,
Yeah,
seriously.
it's true. Yep. Brilliant. Okay.
Imagine Bowie's in the background going,
Oh,
yeah, you show him I'm not a squire anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a
Beat his
nurse.
ass.
Why is he French?
Oh, he's French.
What do you mean? Why is he French?
It's disgusting.
He's French.
You
I
can't
was not
just ask
consulted.
people why they're French.
Why the fuck are you French? Comes
He
at me
also
with
has
a
a
bit.
really
Sorry,
nasty
all
scar on his
French.
face.
Sorry.
Oh, I failed.
Uh-oh.
Get
No.
no
Everett.
That's
money,
bad.
He
baby.
still succeeds over you. Yeah.
You rolled.
I think he's just a really sort of a really simple kind of feint. You know, it's such a like a day one training thing from his perspective, and for whatever reason it works. He's like, cool.
It's like when you overthink somebody and
Ooh.
oh,
He wasn't
But-
committed. He just didn't have the stones.
but the failure means that you get it anyway.
Ah, no shield.
Yeah,
no shield.
okay.
So it's that
Yeah,
thing where
yeah.
because of the feint, you didn't get your shield up, and he hits you on the shield arm, and you're like bleeding on
Yeah.
the shield arm. You're like,
Ooh.
Rude.
seriously.
Alright. Rip.
Yeah.
He had a good
He was
first
thinking too
okay.
hard. It
That's
was too
right,
much
yeah,
like.
French.
So good,
What?
though.
Ha!
Yeah, what?
Yeah, he said, "Why are you French?" And everybody's like, "What?"
What? Excuse me? Whack! Ah, fuck. Yeah.
Counts. You're like, damn it.
Yeah. See you
Okay,
later.
Yeah.
Alien versus Bowie.
Oh.
I'm
Or-
not gonna impassion because that feels mean.
Feels mean.
I was thinking about it too, and you saw how it went for me.
You know what? I'm sorry, but when I'm playing my kids in Mario Kart, no matter their age, they're gonna lose, and I'm gonna show them this boss. So
I
I don't
should have
subscribe
been
to your.
passionate.
When I was working as a teacher, I didn't let a single child defeat me in chess. Or basketball, actually. They're pretty good, though.
I mean, I still succeeded. It's just not better. So
Oh, no.
that would not have changed if I'd succeeded.
yeah.
If I'd.
Oh, is this going to be a Bowie Quidia final?
Oh God.
Well, you
I
got to get
hope-
through
I was
Dylan
kind of
too.
hoping it would
Dylan
happen.
does have a
Yeah,
21,
Dylan.
so yep. Okay, so that brings us to we got to see the damage. Yep,
Oh,
it's enough.
you're good.
Bowie defeats Australia.
Bowie.
Look at Bowie rising up the ranks.
I call the squire one more time, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Call me Squire.
It's got to be impassioned honor and then beat the shit out of me. It's got to be.
I'll kill you.
Just
I'll
decapitate
straight up
Quidia.
kill you.
Okay, so we'll
I'll
say
find
that
a way.
because Dylan got the bye last time, he has to fight this one. So why don't you both give me a d20, and a person with the higher roll is the one that gets the bye this time. Gets into the finals.
Get anti.
Ah,
Goodyear. This is Bowie versus Dylan.
Quidia's just like flexing off the side.
Bose
And
flips his
Elliot.
hair, like, well, at least one of us is going to be fighting in all the rounds.
They've determined the winner already, and they're just letting me bathe in the glory.
Well, at least you'll be bathing.
Just cries.
Dylan's image is missing.
I noticed too.
Oh, he's so
It's okay.
pretty.
So,
He turns into a shapeshifter and has no appearance as he fights.
Oh,
classic.
my weakness.
Okay, when you're ready.
Yarp.
Exploitative monsters, my weakness.
Mm.
Not looking
Ooh.
good. Oh, but he
Killer.
doesn't get you. He does not get you.
Get him, Bowie.
Hey.
Bowie, baby.
Oh, you baby. Oh, come on.
Oh, you got him.
Hey! Get him. Get him.
I'm gonna get him.
Come on.
Do
Come on, little guy.
you know what color your blood is?
This is like watching
I don't either.
a live action version of Punch Out right here. Come on, little Mac.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So you don't get him in exchange, so it's a close one. It's a good fight.
Roll again.
Yep. When you're ready. Oh, you got him again?
Come on. Come on, 46.
Write these rolls for Rebecca when you play Olwen.
Right? Owen's not bloodthirsty enough.
Hey!
That's enough.
Hey!
It's Bowie's day thus far. So, all right, that brings us to, we'll say, the finals. It makes sense that the finals are in round 3, so we'll have that happen. So
All right, are we gonna do passions or just go straight sword? This is more of an out of character thing, I suppose.
Yeah,
If so,
I'm.
we'll be
You know what?
moving
You're
out
the
of-
PC. Bowie is a secondary PC. I would argue that it's up to the player's strategy, but as the GM, Gwydier has to win through complication. That's how these things work. There's no trial, there's no victory. So,
Yeah.
if it makes sense for you, Rebecca, if you feel like
I
you're not gonna
mean-
fumble it, then do it. But otherwise,
If you
don't.
think that you have to rely on a passion to beat Bowie,
I mean, you know, if you're gonna challenge his pride, then he's gonna complain.
Out here killing it with a 15
merits.
sword this whole time.
Yeah.
Beating people with 21s, so
Yeah, it's up to you. Well, the thing is, if we go passions, then Gwydier's going to be fighting for Nanteliot, and you've got a passion of 20 in that, so he's not going to fail, and it's going to be in his favor, the outcome. So if we want it to be competitive, it's best not to use. Sorry, if we want to increase the likelihood of it being competitive, we should not use passion.
you could still roll 1 though, and Bowie could get you. I'd say just
That's true.
if it's
Okay.
a matter of would Gwydier be proud, I think you'd be proud
Yeah,
enough
he would.
to want to represent. Yeah, even though this is like
I am the finest knight in all the land. Nanteliot is the king, soon to be high king.
I won this
I might
backwater
speak
tournament.
tomorrow.
3 grandmas watched me win. Ran through
That's
the
right.
whole, like, you know what I mean? Like it's
It's practice.
exactly.
All right.
It's
He
Lilo. Lilo's
loved
just
it.
watching.
Is Bowie gonna impassion at all, or are you just going straight 15?
I'm just gonna go for it,
Yeah, just get a crit. Get a crit and beat me anyway. That'll be brilliant.
right? That would be hilarious.
3, 2, 1, go. Oh, I got a crit.
Oh,
Hey!
oh no!
Oh no.
Gwydier just slams the sword out of his hand and, and just smacks him in the head. Shit.
How dare you?
I'll just roll 96 because that's the.
Whittier makes like horse noises.
I got
Yeah,
something.
exactly.
Give me a second.
Got him! Got him!
And then I got to do this too. Okay. So
That's for being rude to my horse!
I didn't do shit to your horse.
It's true. You didn't. He says them anyway.
Oh,
11 is what you should be.
Oh my
So
God.
11 plus. There are, like, you know, there are people watching. You know, there's a donkey nearby, I'll say, or like a mule, like, and you, like, your eyes are on the fight. You're like, everything. You're feeling great about this. The donkey's just a little too close to you, and you can sense its discomfort as it's close to you. Your eyes look away for a second. You look back, and you've just Gwydier's already here with his sword. And you go to raise, and you just get smashed off your feet.
oh shit.
You get sent to the donkey, and the donkey you put your shield up, and the donkey kicks Bowie back. Like, he braces with the shield, but the donkey actually kicks you off your feet, and you land in the mud. So you took a total of 14 damage, 11 from the strike from Gwydier, and 3 from the donkey just taking the kick in the shield. And,
Why?
like, yeah.
Why? Why?
Fumble and a critical is a bad scenario to have.
I always get moments away from glory, and then one of their kind, however unrelated.
One of them.
One of them.
That's karma! Be kinder to animals!
I'm fine. They hate me.
Alright, up you get, and Gwydier will eventually climb down off the top of a cart or whatever is nearby and help Bowie out of the mud. Up you get.
Elian would go console Bowie, but she's laughing way too hard.
Oh, he's
you
got
get a
like
good geniality.
yes.
Oh yeah, wherever Beatrice is dancing with Cadwigan, that is also Beatrice is also full laughing.
Every you won one fight, right? And Elian, you won
I
two.
won one.
Elian won two, didn't Elian? Or just one? Right.
I think I won one, and then I went against Bowie, and I lost.
Okay. So you'll get an extra geniality there too. All right. So that's the geniality toll as we finish up with round 3. We will go to Beatrice and Owen for this final bit.
Hooray.
The others were just involved because we needed tournament numbers or fight numbers. We'll go
right.
to Owen first, and then Beatrice.
Owen. I think Owen would like to doot. I think Owen will do like just she'll stop dancing, but make sure that like another temperate roll, like make sure everyone's taken care of and stuff. Just
Okay,
eat in all the
understood.
peeps.
Yep. You ever?
Success.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that was Bowie.
Oh. Count the 4 though. Unless you
Yeah,
want to
okay.
reroll. If you want to reroll with the risk.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
I'll count the 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a roll. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's going like this is actually probably the most fun Owen's had in a while, I would assume.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. She's been so stressed, and it's been a lot. So it feels nice to just have fun and take care of people and not have to worry about anything, you know. And it's nice.
All right. Let's go to Beatrice for the final action of the piece.
Beatrice is probably not going to do anything interesting. She's going to stick with Cadogan and eat and talk about people, because that tends to be the thing that.
Are you seeking information or just? Let me ask you this. I think it's fair. If you want to just mingle without offending someone, courtesy. If you want to, extract information, intrigue, or rumor monger. If you want to build a relationship, it's either flirt or romance.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You
don't have to do that though. Like it's like you don't have to use that action for it to be the only. Like this isn't some random NPC. It's someone you see all the time. It's just a matter of like how you want to portray it here.
I would do it, except I was 0. So and honestly, I was leaning, like literally them just lurking and being the intrigue people that they are, and or making fun of people because they're both jerks.
Okay.
Not to people's faces, but you know.
Talking shit.
The usual. She had fun doing that the last one, so success.
Okay. Yeah, I think then if you're just like mingling with him, I think he's gonna bring something up. He's gonna go. Have you heard the news about Loof yet?
I did. How do you feel about it? You two are close ones.
We used each other for the appropriate goals. That was it. I was a mercenary knight, and he offered a high coin, or high librum. In turn, well, I guess I was successful for him for a short time.
I would say, given the outcome, you got the better end of the deal in the end.
Well,
I mean, we're not
certainly
a
now.
kingdom here, but
I don't like the rumors I'm hearing about how it was done. It seems there's a really brazen marshal in Salisbury.
how was it done?
He was executed without any form of trial or order from the Countess. Granted, he had done something against Salisbury. He'd claimed a castle for himself and effectively defected, but it wasn't her orders. It wasn't. He'd surrendered at first. I only care because I knew him. I understand that's just how knights behave.
You're allowed to care about that. I didn't like him. I hated him. If we're honest, but that seems like a rough way to go.
There's an opportunity in this, though. My understanding is that one of the defector knights is home to something I didn't really haven't shared with anyone. Loof had wanted to cement his hold over the 100 of Milkfield. That's Olwen's ancestral home.
Right.
My understanding is the one who held it in recent years died in St. Albans, and the one who claimed it temporarily defected with Loof and is likely to face trial. That would open up the manor to Olwen's line, either Olwen or her brother. If he would only snap out of it.
That is good. If I'm honest, I don't think he will. But I can make Olwen aware if you want me to, or you can. But I'm not sure her going to be the one to claim anything.
Might be better for you to talk to her about it. I think I'm going to accompany that new knight I was hearing so much about from Rickert. The one who just won the tourney, it seems. I think I'm going to go down to Glastonbury. Not for purposes of Glastonbury. I want to see the Cornwall army. Because if their ambitions aren't satisfied with claiming all of Cornwall, then there are only 3 targets for them next, and Summerland is one of them.
Okay. Can you wait a day or two?
It will depend on Gwydir. Out of character, Gwydir's gonna join the Friday game where this is gonna take place.
Okay. The purpose of this out of character is making a talisman.
Oh, gotcha.
That is the purpose. So
He'll
technically
say-
she can do it in one day,
Yeah.
but
Want one.
it's more so.
You know what though? If you were gonna do something like that, Solstice is a great day to do it on.
Yeah. So you know what she'll do? She's going to say, all right.
Give me what can we do? I want to do something to see, like, would Beatrice, because we time skipped, like, would Beatrice have thought about the importance of that day in lining up a spell for that day? Because it's possible you already had something You've been talking
Yeah.
about talisman in the last couple sessions. So
I really have, yeah.
yeah. Let's give you. I don't want to use energetic. There's got to be something that's like, oh, prudent. Let's use prudent. We'll give you a +5 to it for this roll.
Okay.
There you
Success.
go.
Okay.
Because that involves planning, I would assume.
Yeah,
Prudence, like versus
That
recklessness. Right?
involved. So she'll. Oh, she would have turned into a child. Necklace, but if I do it on that, that's really, really morbid. It is the necklace of the man that he murdered in like the second episode.
Oh
So
my
not
God.
that.
I want a necklace.
Give me an intrigue
I-
roll too, by the way, Beatrice, just to round
Yeah.
out your.
I'm passion.
Yes.
On horse god, yay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Tick that too, because you're doing this on solstice.
Success.
Elliot. Yeah. Only if she fumbles, then she requires it. No. Okay, so intrigue success, which you also get to tick that if you don't have it already.
Mhm.
And then
And
we'll.
of course, God is encouraging this happening by allowing it to happen.
It's fairly late. I want to make sure everyone can move on. I know for Trent too, you've been hanging out for a long time.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Why don't we end here? Are there any parting shots people want to make? Is there anything they didn't get a chance to do with this scene that they absolutely need to do?
I just necessarily wanted to say, like, yeah, I want to absolutely make sure that some sacrifices and stuff are made.
Yeah. I assume
Yeah.
so. And we'll say that, like, while that's happening, part of that, Beatrice, is one way you can grant life force to something like that is to sacrifice an animal as well. Or not an animal. But I'm assuming you're not there yet. So
Hey, Goodyear.
Out of curiosity, do we know what the
Volunteers,
intrigue
okay.
means? Or am I learning that next session?
we'll find out next session.
I
Yeah.
you. Okay.
Yeah.
I hate cliffhangers so much.
Gwydir will definitely volunteer. As soon as he gets an inkling that anything is going to be killed, Gwydir is like, that's me. I'm not getting killed. I gotta sword.
Closest.
Can I kill some stuff? Are we killing?
Hey.
Yeah. Defenseless animals in the way of sacrifice. But you are pagan. You've grown up with that. Yeah.
I thought you said Frenchless animals, and I was like, hell yeah.
Defenseless. Yeah.
Not French. Okay.
Not Frenchless. Or Frenchies.
Frenchless.
I pitch in your general
French animals,
direction.
too.
Like the mustard.
Oh, mustard.
Okay, we're
Hello,
going
Master.
wildly off course. I think it's a good wrap up. I think Beatrice will kind of narrate how that spell goes,
Yeah.
but the talisman will be in place so I'm going to send Cadrigan, I guess, into the Friday game temporarily. And we'll see where that goes.
If you heard him.
If y'all heard him, I'm upset.
We need
Wow.
him back.
If anyone's going to hurt him, it's going to be Gwydir. It's not going to be the
Yeah,
pilgrim or the squire.
Goodyear,
So you're
first
good
Yeah.
Goodyear steal my wife.
Yeah.
Now he steal my knight.
He's a cool guy.
there. All right, guys. I wanted to say thanks, Trent, for joining us tonight. That was super.
Thank you. It's a pleasure. It was real fun.
fun.
And let's go ahead and do some quick outros. We'll start. We're in reverse order in this view for some reason. We have Rebecca's middle camera. So do Emily
Weird.
first. Emily, Rebecca, Nicole. It's on the Roll20 scene guest is the one where we have it this way, and then in the sideways one that we normally end, we have it Rebecca, Emily.
Yeah.
No idea.
Oh, well.
Alrighty. Hi, I'm Emily. I played Beatrice, and that session was hysterical.
Ah, Hi, I'm Rebecca. I played Olwen and Bowie, and God, did I play Bowie. Oh, the dice just know exactly how to tell his story. Oh,
Yep.
Icarus. But it's just so good.
close.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
So close.
So beautiful.
Yeah, join our Discord, join our socials. Linking them in the Twitch chat as we speak. But always good to have more friends joining our server and hanging out with us and watching the backlogs. Yeah, have a good time.
Nicole.
Hi, I'm Nicole. I played Sir Elian and Nye, the teenager who's new to all of this. And Elian's going to be super salty when she hears about Bedard. She probably has heard about Bedard, and she's super salty.
A man almost
Yeah.
kills you when you're not in your armor, and then all of a sudden everything's a big deal.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, and he gets all the things.
Yeah.
He gets to be reunited with the woman he's in love with, and it's all good and dandy.
Yeah.
Even though
100%. 100%.
everything she's just mad about it.
It's fair. Blame the dice, not me. Just kidding.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was another episode of Summerland Enchantment. We play Pendragon Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. We play Tuesday. We play Summerland, which you just watched. We play Fridays in predominantly Cambria, which is Wales, and Nantilia's Legacy. And then Sundays we play in Salisbury, which we made mention of briefly in some of the chats today. They're all kind of in a connected-ish world. Thanks for watching, and I just want to say that my favorite part of tonight was the donkey kicking
Yeah.
Yep.
Bowie.
Yeah.
It just
Best part.
yeah.
Best part narrative
So
of the night
good.
was
Yeah.
just
Donkey with
He's so
famous sentence.
cocky. He's so cocky. And then
I feel like Bowie's that person with his hands up crossing the finish line and then
Yes.
gets surpassed in the last minute but also trips on their shoe or something and falls and
Yes.
like wipes out. Yeah, it's just a big cluster. But
it
it was
Elliot,
fun.
It's because you peed on that tree.
it is. He's
It's because I
cursed
peed on the
because
tree.
he peed on that sacred tree when he was drunk.
Yep.
I've been just long
I mean-
before that, darling.
Thank you for sacrificing Bowie so that Gwydir could strut around like a peacock again.
How dare you?
Yeah, the poor folks back home are never going to hear the end of this now, are they? So it's great.
It turns out I'm the best swordsman in the south of England, so that's pretty cool.
There you go. Meanwhile, he missed a
Our
tournament
teeny
that
tiny
decided those
Summerland.
things. Yeah, like that's good.
This itty bitty little competition that like
Yeah.
3 nanas witnessed here.
Still
Just look into
counts.
this. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, good.
No, it's all good. I was just gonna say I'm just looking for someone to raid real quick. So
Ooh.
Nice.
I'm gonna raid
get it.
those Star Wars folks again. They
Let's
were
do it.
Yeah.
to be dice adv. Okay, let me
That's a
do
fun
that.
one. We love Star Wars. And oh no, I was just about to say it's almost May the 4th, but that's not true. I was just booking tickets.
It's
to
absolutely not almost that.
Not close. No,
Yeah, I
Not
was.
even close,
I was
Bob.
booking
months.
tickets to
3 more months.
I know
the
Australia is
orchestra.
like ahead of us, but not
Yeah.
like that.
Not that ahead.
Exactly. No, I was booking tickets to the thingy, and they were on May the 3rd and May
Ooh.
the 4th, so it's in my head. But
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna raid out here in about 8 seconds. Feel free to stick to hang out and welcome to raid alongside of us. I'm tired. Let's go.
To be welcomed in.
Yeah. Here we go.
Hi.
thanks all. Thanks for playing.
Oh my god.
Okay. We are